Sorry, I was just listening to the gentle static in my headphones. Don't know what the hell that's about. I was just listening to the gentle static in my... Shut up, me. I hate when I forget to leave the audio on. Happens so often anymore. Twitch, why can't you remember my settings, man? You know I hate hearing my own sound of my voice come to me suddenly. I mean, yeah, the echo is always like super annoying when it happens. But you know, it happens every once in a while. Especially when I guess when I watch a stream of somebody else, and I forget to mute it after it was over. I don't know, whatever. How's it going, everybody? How's everyone? Hope everyone had a great day. The temperature wasn't too bad today for me. Actually went running, and I'm wearing freshly laundered shirt. I was almost setting a record for how long I was wearing that other shirt last night. Like, you know what? I shouldn't really be wearing this another day in a row. So I made sure to go get real sweaty this morning when I went for a run, just so I have a good reason. Like, okay, I can't wear this again. You got to give yourself motivation, chat, and motivate yourself sometime to change clothes, but making sure it's unwearable enough for the rest of it until it gets washed. But I can't help it. That shirt just feels good and looks good on me, so I'll wear it for another day or two. And then that day or two turned into like a full week. We all got little dirty boy, dirty girl tendencies, and not the good kind of dirty boy, dirty girl tendencies. Isn't like I live in filth. So, yeah, I was thinking if I was debating whether I wanted to play this again tonight or something else, because I don't know, Chad, are you into this game? I don't know, I was getting a weird mood from Chad last night. Like, they're having a hard time, like, I can't really, like, get into this old game, Dartigan. So I was thinking of playing that, Cult of the Lamb today, but I forgot to buy it. What's your opinion on vegans? I'm perfectly fine with them, as long as they don't rub it in my face or constantly tell me that they're vegan. Which, thankfully, I don't believe most of them do. It's really, like, the only really annoying ones that do it. It'd be like me reminding them that I eat meat all the time. It's like, hey, you're vegan? I am not. I'm guessing that's a stereotype, though, but I don't really have any strong negative opinions on them. It's a lifestyle. It's not something for me, I know that much. It's a strict lifestyle. What about eating bugs? I, I'm not going to try it myself unless it's, between me or starvation. I'm not going to be eating the bugs unless it comes down to that. Hopefully never has to. If you want to eat bugs, that's your own prerogative. I mean, I've heard they're supposedly healthy, but they don't look that appetizing. So, not an attractive lifestyle for me. Hey, Daciana, welcome back with 53 months. Hey, yo, all the years of subs. I mean, that's like how many, like 5 years or something left subs? Or something like that? Maybe more? What is 12 divided by 53? But hey, welcome. Hopefully you get some food soon. Is our puff starving? Do you need emergency bread? Oh yeah, fuck. I actually got rid of the bread image from last night on my OBS, so I can't show you the bread again. That was really loud on my speakers. Thank you, Titus. Thank you very much. He is a gold mine. Garrus might, well, it might arrive within the hour. Oh, you ordered something, huh? But also thank you, Dr. Baby, for the 100 bits. Also, I kind of forgot to send out an announcement. Hold on a second. You blank the screen so you can't see my Discord in case there's something sensitive on it. Okay, there wasn't. Just my page. But let me do this real quick. I'll keep it simple, So what's on the menu? What do you mean, as for what I'm playing or what actually is being cooked? Nothing for me on... You're probably not even asking me of that. I am in a weird mood now, chat. Sensitive, you've been watching tentacle porn again? I get messages from people, that might contain, like, private information, so... want to make sure I wasn't left on hanging on one of those conversations when I opened the Discord up. And that looks good. I respect the people's privacy, you see. There we go. All good. And since I'm not doing a YouTube announcement, we can just go ahead and like run the game. Horny Joe, Chad, why are you immediately assuming it's like nudes? You can also, if it's a DM, it's automatically a private conversation, even if it's about like apple pie recipes. I mean, the nudes do happen from time to time. I'm not gonna lie. But those are generally like less than 1% of things people send me. For you too, Dar, but I was wondering what Puff was getting. She'd like got like an Uber coming. Or, well, Uber Eats, I mean. Horny time already? No, well, chat just, you'll being, silly. They're like assuming I'm in, like, oh, I gotta hide the nudes all on people are sending me. The Meal of Champions? I just see that her typing the word Garrus over and over. Is she eating Garrus? Or just, referring to Garrus, the chat member? I didn't see an answer to the food. Oh yes, the old Skype channel with all the boobas. Wait, we had a Skype channel that had boobas in it? I was not invited to that one. Then again, I'm not really that impressed. I mean, I can get boobas anytime I want on the internet these days. I've been dehumanized by the sheer amount of smut in the world. Like, yeah, you ladies got nothing of value I need anymore. You've given it away too much for free. Guess what? What are we talking about again? Salutation. What's up, Jen? How you doing? We made a not safe for Dart channel for the mod. Oh yeah, I guess I wasn't on that one. I don't know why you assumed I was, didn't want to be part of it. So what did you think? He's the good Christian boy. Personally find smut revitalizing, eh? It helps you sleep sometimes. Speaking of smut, that's some very protective armor again. So yeah, we'll probably finish Ricky Maru's part of the game tonight, I'm guessing, because I don't think there's that much left of it. Depending on whether chat wants to see the rest of the game, I'll wait and get their feedback on that. Sometimes chat doesn't like watching me play these older PS1 games, I feel. Do you, chat? Do you like older games sometimes? Gonna cook for reals? Well, good luck with that. I'm making noodles soon, once I get some actual whole wheat, meal flour. M.I. Cognizant, hey, thank you for the 7 months. Tripping off the beat, kinda dripping off the meat. Okay, you're doing lyrics. What is this from? Because I don't recognize it. Sorry, I'm not reading the entire lyrics out. I'm not gonna, because I will not have the beat right, and it will sound completely monotone. Okami? No, it's not a real ninja? Well, it's not meant to be real. This is fictionalized ninjas. It's romanticized. Yeah, look at that way. Romanticized ninjas. Got wants to move? I mean, I'm not stopping them. Wish someday we have a next-gen Tenchu and get... Yes, Sekiro doesn't count. Well, technically, no, Sekiro doesn't count. It was originally going to be that, though. But then they like, yeah, we'll make this another Souls game. MF Doom, also, you were doing good. Oh, well, thank you. From Mad Villain? Oh, I've never heard of him. I've not kept up with the music very much recently. But who would want to fight, the Predator or Samus Aran? You know what? I honestly don't know the answer to that one. That's a pretty well-balanced fight, I feel. Yeah, I honestly don't know. My mind doesn't, like, immediately latch onto one or the other. So, that's a toss-up, I feel. Samus, I mean, Predator is pretty badass too, you know. Mad Villain is a collab between rapper MF Doom and Madlib. Awesome jazzy hip. Okay. I like the older games. It's interesting how they've evolved over time. Yeah, but chat gets a little sleepy when I play. I noticed chat was pretty sleepy last night. Though that might just be because I'm not doing a YouTube announcement for it, since it's not, a stream video, a sin video material. But don't worry, we'll be playing new stuff again, hopefully soon. Hopefully we're coming out of this 2-year drought of video games and getting more stable releases and not everything getting delayed, months and months and months. He is more pissed. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with chat now. Samus would crush the Predator. I mean, based on what? They both are kind of equally... I really despise getting in these kind of fiction arguments because it always comes down to who do you like more. I don't really see one having the advantage over the other. They're both kind of similar. They both have like a bunch of gadgets and stuff. Actually, maybe a fair fight would be Link from Legend of Zelda with all his like weird gizmos versus the Predator. Chat is not sleeping. Chat is researching the ways of move. Well, you know what I mean. They just like, I'll see you next time, Dartigan, when you're playing something from my generation. Samus would turn into a ball and blow at the Predator from the inside. That's not how her ability works. You do notice that, no, that's not how it works at all. The only time she's ever blown anything up from the inside is when it was gigantic. So you're thinking of Predators that are a lot bigger than they actually are. Predator just got owned by a little girl in the latest movie. An empowered female, you mean? I was 14 when this came out. I think I was around a little bit. I think I was around like 12 or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll finally get out of this 2-year drought for video games delays. I'm meaning next year is what I mean by that. Maybe next year will finally be the year that we're finally past all the games that were made during COVID by teams that had to be at work from home. Most incompetent Predator ever. Well, Predator's always got a touch incompetent when it comes to the end of a Predator movie. I mean, I've seen only... granted, I only care about Predator 1 and 2 at this point. All the things that have come after that I've either seen or haven't seen, have seen kind of shit. But even the Predators in those movies get kind of dumb when it's time to end it up. Yeah. Remember like in Predator 2 when he just very slowly raises his blade arm up to deliver the finishing blow and he's like fastly cutting his head off? Nope. I'm gonna give you plenty of time to fight back. But then again, they're still entertaining movies. That's what really matters, right? But I've heard people say Prey is pretty good, and it actually connects to Predator 2 with like that pistol thing, right? It's like the sequel to Predator 2. Though I believe that story had already been told in like a book, so I guess that's no longer canon. I feel like I wanted to die. What? Right, let me just make sure that this is not going to go back to playing the demo movie. Actually we got what? Races to rescue kidnapped villagers being held by a secret harbor. Okay, we get that mission we're on, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got technically 6 missions left. So we should be able to finish it tonight, unless I get stuck on one for a while. They retconned the backstory behind the flintlock. Yeah, that's what I heard in the most recent movie. No longer a pirate's pistol, now belongs to a French fur trapper. To be honest, the whole pirate idea always sounded really lame to me. That just Predator shows up and decides to fight next to a pirate guy. Like, yeah, I'll help you out, pirate. What's good? We're apparently discussing movies right now. But that's good. Movie discussion always gets chat juices flowing. Fun for cats. I love fun for cats. I gotta be very careful with the word facat because it comes very close to a banned word. Best thing about Predator 2 is Gary Busey's crazy ass. Well, yeah, but Gary Busey is that crazy ass motherfucker in every movie. Truth story about that? That was supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger in Gary Busey's role. The woman who played the MC in Prey is the daughter of the guy who played Nightwolf in Mortal Kombat 11. Predator was also in Mortal Kombat 10. I guess that is a bit of a like, here's a neat fact that you might get on Jeopardy one day. What's your favorite bad movie? What's my favorite bad movie? I'm trying to think, what bad movies have I seen that I've actually enjoyed? It's all connected, yes, it's all very much connected. Right now I'm trying to think of, my mind is like stumped trying to think of a bad movie that I like to answer this pressing question. Usually I don't think of any... There were some really shitty horror movies I remember watching that I kind of enjoyed, but don't know if I actually... I don't know, for some reason this question has stumped my brain tonight. Most of the movies I associate with being bad, I don't like. I never really got too much into that it's so bad, it's good kind of movie feel. Like, usually, like, oh, it's actually just kind of shit. Is it weird that I've never actually seen The Room, chat? I've only seen reviews of it, and also clips. I've never sat down to watch The Room, like the ultimate bad movie. The ultimate bad good movie. No, well, no, I was gonna say the Super Mario Brothers movie, but then again, I don't really like that movie. Neither have I. I mean, you only really need to know the memes, right? Sorry for the brain rat. Yeah, I mean, that really stumped me. You're at fault. Sometimes a question that asks me about my favorites or like my hates, if you notice, that's like my weakness. I can never really answer those too well. I have my go-tos for my favorite games, but when you ask me for anything else, I'm like, requires friends? Well, often, yeah. Poor Predator has been wasted again. What? For like the prey? Like, I've heard nothing but like mostly good stuff about it. Keep in mind, the ending of every Predator movie, the Predator gets really kind of dumped, just so the humans can win out. Otherwise, they'd stand no chance. And, I mean, hey, if Arnie can beat the Predator using primitive weapons, why can't, a Native American girl? I mean, he beat one with like a bow and arrow he crafted, and then, a log that he dropped on it. Inconceivable. Better than the 2018 or 2019 movie? Well, I heard those were absolutely shit, yeah. But, Monstro Go-Go is the worst movie ever. I've never even heard of that. He's a massive muscle and she's a twig? Well, yeah, but she doesn't really, like, fist fight him now, does she? If she beat him by, like, putting him in a headlock and then, like, beating the crap out of him with, like, a tombstone power driver, yeah, I'd agree, it's pretty silly. But I don't think that's what happened from what clips I saw of it. He basically, like, used his own technology against him to, like, make him shoot himself or something. Predators was okay. I heard that was, like, at best, it was okay, most it was kind of like, eh. Basically, the Predator in the movie is doing his first hunt, and so he's, like, fighting everything. I think that was the plot of Predator. The Predator in Predator 2 is also, like, a fresh-blooded, I think they're called. Like, he's a brand new, hunter is like, yeah, I'm gonna show everyone I'll fucking top up. Or something like that. But, it has to be better than everything else since Predator 2, right? At the very least, when it comes to Prey. Like, everything else that's Predator-related since Predator 2 has been a bit shit. So, at least there's something, there's something you can, even if you're not a fan of Prey 2, it's like, oh, at least it's better than all that crap. Being with traps out, I think that's how Arnie did it. The only person who actually beat a Predator in, like, a direct confrontation was, like, Danny Glover in Predator 2. Who, like, literally had no plan, just, like, run in and shoot at it. And then eventually, like, have a knife fight in a smoky, like, vape... the vape ship is what I always kind of referred to it. Well, not always, since vaping didn't become a thing until recently, but now, for here on out, I would like to, put forward the idea that the Predators, like, fly around in space in a giant vape ship. Because, man, do they love their fog machine in there. I heard 2010 Predator was... I heard anything that really was Alien versus Predator movies shit. I only saw the first one. And then I heard, like, the Predators, and then the Predator movie, like, from a year or so ago, was also really garbage. I didn't even bother watching them. Isn't there, like, a Predator game on PS2 as well? I kind of forgot about that being a thing. Don't know if it's any good, though. Oh, no. Concrete Jungle? Yeah, I think that's the name of it. That's a really bad name for a video game, by the way. I'm guessing it was adapting Predator 2. What's up, Home Slices? What's up, Garlic Mama? How you been? You ready for some old shit tonight?
Take this.
What is it?
The map. It shows their secret harbor. Please save our village.
Yeah. But, hey. I'm guessing they'll be like... Is it just me, or does it seem like... Weirdly, could they turn... They could almost turn the Predator series into something like Assassin's Creed, couldn't they? Because they could just have like a predator being like a thing in like a lot of famous time periods. Now they've established that they've been around for like hundreds of years. Probably the plan. Since Prey seems like it's, you know, getting a lot of buzz, I wouldn't be surprised if like, okay, the next one, how about we have a predator in Japan during the Sengoku period. Look out for guards armed with rifles. The villagers are being held in the Chinese junk. Set them free. Lurk underwater and surprise your enemies. Alright, chat, you want to see some new weapons in this game for time? Can someone give me... someone search for the, like, the cheat code that gives you items, or, like, unlocks all items so we can finally start checking those out. Because we're not gonna get to see them otherwise. Someone, like, feed me the code. Not honorable. Ubisoft have Predator and Ghost Recon. Ugh, Ubisoft. Firearms or knives? I mean, like, what, in the game? I just mean all the items you would get here. There's usually like a code that unlocks all of them. What do I think of Ricky Maru? I mean, he's alright for a ninja. He's got a good design. At the inventory screen, press R2, L2, hold select. Okay, what's the R2, L2, R2, L2, hold select, and press right. I've already fucked it up. R2, L2, R2, L2, select, right, left, circle, square, down, up, up. Okay, it didn't work. Did not work, Doctor. Happy belated Moo Day. What is a Moo Day, by the way? Up, up, down, dead, left, right, BA start. Isn't that the Konami code? Yeah, that's the Konami code. Select is probably the touchpad. I don't have a touchpad. This is an Xbox 360 controller. Whoops, well, I guess we're going in with no weapons because I pressed start by accident. But no, you know, I guess, well, whatever. Chat has failed me yet again. How do you feel about that? Oh well, that might explain why the cheat didn't work. What? That you were looking for a touchpad for a PS1 game? Yeah, I imagine it would be. The PS1 didn't have those. But you know what? Let's get a, you know, since we're playing a game set in like ninjas with Japan, I want to see a predator fight a ninja. Why not? Have one set there for a change. Well, technically they did kind of have that in the Predators movie, right? They had like a guy, that Japanese guy with a katana. That was Japanese version only, really? Yeah. They have separate codes for like the U.S. and Japanese versions. Oh, it's too late now. I'm already in the game, inside the, past the screen. Maybe the next level. That dude was Yakuza. What? Oh, the dude from the Predators movie? Like I said, I only saw like a clip of it. And it was like, I have a katana, I'm gonna stand here and hold my ground. And he like killed one, but then he died doing it or something. I think that movie is like, hey, what if we had like multiple Predators and none of them ever had a chance to like develop their personality? Well, they're Predators, they don't really need a personality development. Hey, get back here. Nice bread, by the way. Looked great. Oh, you saw that. Oh, well, thank you. I was, like I said, it smelled really good baking, and the crust was literally like, you know, crackling and like singing and hissing as it came out of the oven. It was like a satisfying feel. Also, this is the code if you want it later. Okay, just like copy paste that for me once we get out of this level. I can't use it until we get back to the item screen. I'll have to like maybe try the next mission. Wish this had ledge kills, but I guess that was like too much technology for PS1. Bread is bait. I want to make croissants next. Actually, they're a little bit more advanced since you had to like basically take like a layer of dough and then like incorporate a layer of butter into it and fold it over a couple times. So I'm gonna try to attempt that as my next bread project. Don't worry, Chad. If you feel like failures, at least you aren't the Venezuelan army which came in last in the tank biathlon, and it's missed 3 times during the main gun target. That is a very odd, like, description. Like, hey, at least you aren't the Venezuelan. Yeah, I'm sure people will be able to like stomach that defeat. Oh well. At least I'm not the Venezuelan. I mean, at least you're not living in Venezuela. That's a much easier one to understand. What's the code to have infinite moo coin? You be the streamer, like I am. I have infinite moo coin. Over there. Siphon filter stream? Maybe next year. I mean, there are only so many PS1 games I have nostalgia for since I didn't get a play or own a lot of them. Shit. So, Siphon Filter 1 and 2 was one of the PS1 games I played and liked. So it could happen. But next, I'm gonna save some of them for next year, because after I do it, like, I could probably only have like 1 year's worth of like PS1 streams left before I'd be done with it. There's like Chrono Cross, Legend of Dragoon, Siphon Filter 1 and 2, and that's kind of it. Did you beat Yakuza? Yeah, I beat Yakuza like a dragon. Which explains why I'm playing this. Yeah, I wish I could knock these boulders down at people. Are you fucking with me? What a troll that is. I was just literally standing on that rock. There's half my health gone. What?
I found you.
Why didn't she insta-die? Someone else moving around attacking, but I don't see them. Oh, what? They're behind me. And they have a... I'm dead. I'm fucked. Oh, looks like we use that item code now. Oh well. We can blame that one on the boulder. At the inventory. Okay, did I? Because I hit retry. Am I gonna get the inventory screen? I think I should be able to. Yeah. What's up, Brash? How you doing? Welcome back. Alright, at the items inventory screen, press... Okay, this is the same code that your doctor gave me, though. Press right trigger, L trigger, right trigger, L trigger, press hold. He said this was like the Japanese only version. Yeah, that doesn't work. Alright, square, square, square. Okay, square, 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 circle, square, circle, circle, left, up, down, right, R trigger, R trigger. Okay, that one worked. So does doing that multiple times give us yelled items we can actually use? Because I got 0 amounts of these things. Now I need the code that like increases the inventory amount. Well, it gives me like more of them. Blinding dust, leaves of stealth, use this instantly disappear. Dragon's breath, toss a stream of liquid fire. So you got ninja armor. Yeah, that's kind of good. Ninja rebirth. Yeah, that's all the ones in this first game, actually. Eaten burger. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be making my own burger meat soon. Cheating for this game. That's the only way you're gonna get to see the rest of the items because one, it's kind of difficult to unlock them unless you spend multiple playthroughs. And I probably went through about the half of Rikimaru's section without using any of them, just so we, so yeah, it is doable. Try this, hold right R1, then square. Press right, down, left, up. R1, and press R1 plus square, and let's right, down, left, up. Oh, there we go. Plus, PlayStation 1 games, you're kind of meant to use a cheat code sometimes, just for your fun run. And it actually doesn't overpower in this game. You only get to take so many items with you anyways. And none of them are that powerful. Air bottle, use underwater to replenish your air supply. And actually, most of the items aren't even that good. So we'll take 3 of those with us. Exploding arrow, an arrow with an explosive tip. You know what? We'll take some of those with us. Blowgun, deadly when used properly. We'll try that out. Alright, good enough. Sleeping gas. Ninja armor. Yeah, I'll take the ninja armor. There we go, good. I don't really need ninja rebirth. I can use save states. Alright, thank you for the, now we get to start seeing items, chat. Cancel culture gonna catch me up? Why? What did I do? I'll have you know I've been a good boy. I mean, I haven't put pronouns in my Twitter bio yet, but hey, that's not really necessary just yet, right? Chat, what would my pronouns be? In my Twitter bio? Am I a he, him type of guy? Cheater? Well, yeah. Why not? Sir and Lord. I don't think that's how it works, but you know what? We can start a new trend. I would rather use it to, like, confuse everybody, like Zorg Borg. Yeah, that's me. Respect it. I mean, I've seen weirder. Let's be honest, we all have. This person doesn't see me. Your pronouns are the she it, the she it, the shit. You know, I had to like say that a couple times in my head before I got it. I applaud that one. Can I just put like my pronouns are like anime hot guy? Something like that. Something like, okay, yeah, I'm just an anime. Let's try out one of my items though. Use the bowgun. I think we should, doing those pronoun jokes, chat, it can be really cringe because there's been so many of them. Like, I identify as a sexual attack helicopter. That's like the oldest one and worst, and cringiest one you can do. So if you're gonna do a pronoun joke, you really gotta bring your A game, I feel. Hello everyone, I missed yesterday's stream, came out. Hold on a second, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the ass. Missed yesterday's stream, came out the gym and died after shot. Damn, man, what are you doing? Not supposed to die after your gym workout, you know. Maybe you went a little too hard on something. What about identify as a genetic jackhammer? Well, I feel like anytime you try to identify as something that's not an inanimate object, not a living thing, you're automatically doing like the same thing as like the attack helicopter joke. Which has been done to death. Feel like there's potential to combine the pronoun game joke with the pronoun game. Let's shoot this lady with an arrow. Well, we kind of missed. But now she's standing nice and still for me. Here, have more moo, have more mo. You identify as Michael Jackson. My pronouns are he. What about come on? You know what? We lost Michael Jackson too soon, and by that I mean like the 90s when everyone he like became like a real shunned. I am here 30 minutes late. I mean, you don't have to be on time for a live stream. It's not your job. I never feel bad for like not being at the beginning of a live stream. That's how this is. You show up if you want to show up, and whenever you want to show up. But hey, I welcome you. What's up? Also, good to see you. Didn't see you there. What's up, my... you're using dangerous versions of words that if you said out loud, can still sound like the word. Can't tell if I'm on a beach or a salt plain. According to the Moo Bible, it's a sin not to be here. Well, who wrote this Bible? Are you listening to false prophets out there, chat? I was thinking of playing a cult game today, but I forgot to buy it. I thought that'd make chat really happy. But then I was like, oh yeah, it's time to stream. Oh yeah, I didn't buy that game. Probably don't have time to like download it right now either. Which game? Cult of the Lamb. It's kind of like a somewhat popular indie game that just came out. I actually played the demo of it back on the demo festival stuff. You'd think a cult game would be cheap, but it's an indie game, so 20 some odd dollars for an indie game is pretty normal. Your Cult of the Lamb is good. Like, it was pretty good. I played the demo of it back during the demo festival, and I like played that. So I was like, yeah, I like that game. Oh shit. Oh shit, I got turned around. Back in my day, new AAA games were $40. Well, really? I don't remember that ever being a thing. I never remember a time where a game was 40 bucks if it was like a new big game. That's a bomb, ain't it? They've always been either 50 or 60, and now they're at the $70 price range? So yeah, I don't know what games you're talking about. Canada new game costs $100? God damn, why? What is wrong with it? Is there's some kind of like tax on them or something? Oh shit. How did I block that? You remember 40? What year was this $40 games for like brand new games? I don't recall that ever being a thing. Conversion rate? Yeah, well still, that's... Usually there's like ways that they can fix that issue. I don't know if I don't see how anyone would justify paying $100 for like a new game. Honestly, don't. Remember $49.90? Yeah, that was $50. I remember that. Yeah, that was like the PlayStation 2 and Xbox era games. And then once we got the Xbox 360, they like jacked up the price. I also started playing The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and I feel a bit nauseous. I actually want to play that for VR as well. I haven't bought it yet. I mean, there's a bunch of I actually want to do some more VR streams. I got like a kayaking game I want to play though. I have an idea for like doing like almost like an ASMR experience with that. I'd like to do like a VR chat stream as well, because I think that could be a lot of fun. See what kind of weirdos we could meet. Got Legend of Dragoon for that price, actually. I think I got Legend of Dragoon after after I'd already gotten a PS2. So I kind of played like the greatest hits version of it, so it was cheaper. But when it came out, it was like really. There's excellent VR games by Walking Dead is meh. I mean, it's just a zombie game though. When it comes to like the VR game, you're not really dealing with the plot line of the show and everything. Are you gonna have a slutty anime girl avatar? And I think everyone eventually has a slutty anime avatar if they're gonna be in VR chat, but not necessarily. There's like no, there's like you can have, there's like no limit to what you want as an avatar in that game. Though I think they recently, wasn't there like some recent controversy with how they changed things up in it? I remember hearing about VR chat at my risk. Yeah, it's fine. As long as you're not actually simulating sex in it, you're usually pretty alright. Even for a zombie game, it's very meh. I've heard nothing but like good things about it. Though I do worry it'd make me a bit nauseous, but yeah, that's what drama means for. I feel like I'm like a ninja in a skate park right now with all these ramps. But hey, maybe chat you'll like my kayaking game I'm gonna play eventually. I actually think it'd be kind of interesting. It'll be the chillest of streams you've ever encountered from me. I'll even use a low voice tone the entire time. That's right. That's what you've been wanting for. Go play Asgard's Wrath. I have no idea what that is, but I'm assuming, Melee. I have a better VR Melee game. Swords and Sorcery. Someone tried sex things, Dartigan and Someone tried sex things, Dartigan, and succeeded. Congrats to them. I mean, I'm pretty sure that happens millions of times a day. Hey, let's try sex things. I love when you speak dirty. Gotta get real close to the mic. You mean like this? You think this is difficult? It's literally leaning forward 2 inches. I think we're almost done in this level. Technically, proper ASMR is done with a very special mic, though. 2 inches. Whole 2 inches for you, babe. I'm spoiling you tonight. No, I kind of want a girlfriend who's a ninja. Weirdest thing I could possibly think of saying right now, but you know what? It's kind of hot. Can I like put that on my Tinder like profile? Looking for a ninja girlfriend. Hey, if ladies can put like the 6 foot, set like I only want guys 6 foot. I can like demand my girlfriend or Tinder date be a ninja. Or at the very least pretend to be one while dating. Look, unless you're a ninja, I don't have time for you. Just put your 6'1" in there. Well, I am 6'1". I don't have to lie about that one. I'm 6'1" and a social influencer, chat. Do you realize how much tang I could be getting if I actually use Tinder? What's wrong with me? I'm like the perfect person on there. I don't know why I just called it tang, though. Maybe I'm just really thirsty and want the actual drink. What's an old, like, 2000s way of saying it, but hey. They just added a black girl ninja to Street Fighter. I saw the trailer for that. Street Fighter, I'm not really into fighting games, but hey, Street Fighter always has a nice visual style. Everyone wants a ninja waifu, but what about barbarian or giant waifu? That's a unique fetish, I feel. That's basically like you want the Amazonian, right? Spurt, spurt, spurt. I'm making my heart pitter-patter. Oh. As I fall into the water? Oh. Taking the whole step on me mommy fetish to a whole new... What is it? You know, what, does anyone know why the whole, like, mommy fetish became a, like, well, I think it's more of a joke. I don't think most people have that fetish, but everyone started making, like, oh, step on me mommy jokes in the last few years. Like, everyone suddenly became, like, a sub. Tenchu is like reverse sex, so it makes you thirsty. I don't know how that's reverse sex. Spear guys are giant douchebags. Very fancy. Oh. Yeah, let's see if we can get him to run into that some more. Oh, I didn't. I don't think I'll take the armor with me in the next mission. It makes it a bit too easy. Well, Lady Dimitrescu really helped, like, broaden, everyone's ideas, like, oh, this is mommy. You know what? I might want a large lady to step on me as well. But again, I think it's mainly people joking. It became fashionable to like big dominant women. Pornhub pushing step porn on everybody. The joking makes people more uncomfortable. Also, daddy, mommy uses sex naming as old as time. Yeah, but it feels like it recently became like a hotter trend. But yeah, I wonder how. Yeah, the step bro thing. I mean, that's just like for people who want incest, but they don't want to feel shameful about it. So no, it's step brothers. It's like, okay. Prefer to be carried on the shoulder. You know, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Perfectly healthy and clean. Step on you is a foot fetish, not step bro. Well, maybe sometimes, you know, you gotta layer your fetishes these days. You can't just have a fetish. You gotta have a fetish on top of a fetish. Like you aren't connoisseur. Everybody watches porn. Come on. Well, most people do. There's a finite group who are like, nope, I do not partake, sir.
Thank you for saving us.
Gotta remember, Fresh is here, and he says he doesn't watch it. So I can't include everybody.
Rude person. In China,
Wang Jihai.
leave without thanking hosts.
Ah, but you were my guest while you were in Japan, and you have overstayed your welcome.
Wow, Ricky Maru is like, xenophobic in both games, isn't he? Always like, get the fuck out of Japan, foreigner. What's wrong with you, Ricky Maru? Twice in a row, he's come up against like a foreigner like, the fuck? Get out of my country. And by that, I mean I'm gonna fucking murder you. It's like the gaijin have come. Well, this ain't really a gaijin though. Hit you with a dart. How's he blocking my sword with his hands? I took his job? Well, I think he's actually enslaving my people. You were into squirting growing up? Well, yeah, then you'll learn the truth about it.
Defeated by barbarian dog.
Oh, it's okay. This guy was racist too.
Sorry.
It cancels out Ricky Maru's racism. Alright, we got the ninja. Okay, we're going up in rank. Not too shabby. Ricky was voiced by a gaijin in the first game. Well, yeah, he was like the main characters are the only ones who were voiced by like non-Japanese people. All right, what's next? No honor. How did we get here? I feel like the guy who made the dino. I don't know. My track goes in weird directions.
Who are you?
You really don't recognize him?
That blade. That's Izayoi.
Sasuke.
You're
I mean
alive.
Tatsumaru.
Who's Tatsumaru? I am Seiru, the Blue Dragon, one of the 4 lords of the Burning Dawn.
He's lost his memory, chat.
Burning Dawn? What are you talking about? You're Tatsumaru, leader of the Azuma Ninja.
I have no time to talk to a madman.
Tatsumaru! It's me! Rikimaru!
I love the Spanish accent you can hear in his voice. Like he's trying his best, but the Resident Evil 4 character is just coming through a little too much.
So, Tatsumaru survived the fall.
But how could the enemy trick him into joining them?
Tatsumaru would never fall for a simple trick. There are unseen forces at work.
Master, could it be that he's forgotten who he is?
Even if that is so, we still bear responsibility for his actions. If he has dishonored himself, only death at the hands of an Azuma ninja will purify him. You must be prepared to kill him.
Shunsai! The temple has been overrun. Some group called the Burning Dawn.
Burning Dawn?
You've heard of them?
Rikimaru, your answers lie within the temple. Go now and find the truth.
Hurry, we're counting
Your
on
code
you.
name for this will be Ninja. I'm sorry, we gotta stop with the Colonel
Yes,
jokes
my
at some
lord.
point because of that voice actor.
I'll get answers all
He's
right.
not doing the Naruto run and it feels weird. I've learned through entertainment that's the only way ninjas move. Especially when trees are around them.
Okay, Burning Dawn. Time for some answers.
You're so badass, Rikimaru. No Vita Loca here, what? Sometime the best route is underwater. Find your way to the Noah stage of the Inner Sanctum. Beware the icy gaze of the Princess of the Fireflies. Okay, so let's try out some new one. We'll take, you know, our standard 3 of these with us. Not gonna take the ninja armor. We will take instead. Instantly disappear in a cloud of leaves. You know what? We'll see what this does actually. You can only take 2 of those. Blinding dust temporarily blinds your attackers. The mine. Blowgun is like instant death. It's like a sniper rifle, so we'll leave that. Poison antidote. Air bottle. Use underwater replenish your supply. Well, you know what? Since this apparently, we'll take 2 of these with us. He is also the voice actor for Grandpa in Ben 10 and Jigen and Lupin the Third, so you can think of that. Well, I mean, even then, I'd be like, I expected like, see, the president has put this daughter with ballistics. Or do you mean the colonel? Yeah, probably the colonel's who you're talking about. Never mind. Escape from near-death situations. We'll take these with us. And a dragon's fire. Mi amor Ramon Salazar. Who are they getting? I wonder who they're getting to voice that character in the new one, because it didn't. We heard like his voice briefly in the trailer, And obviously they didn't get the same guy. They don't bring in the same voice actors back for the remakes. So I'm a bit curious. I really want to see if they keep the amount of cheesiness with him. The ballistics line in there has to be there. We all agree, correct? It just won't be the same if they've taken that out. They removed the line of VR. True, but that was mainly... But, however, keep in mind, that game was mainly ported by Oculus's game studios, not Capcom. They just made they were like, since they were like paying to have it released on the Oculus platform, they gotta like, you know, dictate some of this stuff, so... Maybe, if we're lucky, Capcom like, you know what, this is a funny line, we'll keep it in. Isn't Ashley in the remake? I don't think we've heard such information about her being underage. I mean, she's always acted like she is, regardless, but... I'm just hoping they do something more interesting with her than just have her scream for help and hide in, you know, garbage cans. Hype for data war such as Ragnarok. I mean, there's a reason why I'm doing a God of War 3 video, you know. Hey, Solomon Signet, thank you for the 27 months. Don't get away from the bomb. Or there's that poison. Did she pick her own thing back up? She did. Always hide you always put Ashley in the dumpster until everyone is dead. Also, Edie Botte, they give you 13 months as well. Handsome man you are, really. Thank you. I mean, when's the last time you saw me? Like earlier this year when I had a stream with Kate? I'm glad you remember. I was looking pretty good that day. Actually, we'll be doing another... I think in October is when the next, like, Dark Picture game comes out, so you get to see it again then, I guess. I have to make sure I have my hair cut for that time. Can't be looking bad for one of my rare stream appearances. Honestly, at some point I should start using a camera more often. It's just always been my preference not to. I have nice legs. I have excellent legs. Feet picks win, the feet goblins demand. Someday, I will reward them. Got once the Darta face. I mean, they seem like they do. But I like to keep it as something special somewhat. But I'm probably only hurting my stream, actually, by not using a camera. It's kind of like a thing you just have on if you're going to be a streamer these days. Everyone expects the camera. Sadly. Didn't used to be that way. Has anyone seen... I don't think I've ever, like, flashed my arms, except for, like, maybe when I cross my arms once or twice during a live stream. Or become a VTuber. You know, I've actually considered that. I have a pretty solid idea for, like, an avatar as well. But the thing is, it costs like $10,000 or more. That stuff's getting expensive to work with. Shit. Fuck. But there's a market for deep man voice. Well, I wouldn't be using Anime Girl, just so you're aware. What's 10K? $10,000. That's like a, if you want a good, like, VTuber rig model, everything, you're paying probably around 10K these days. Unless you can do some part of it yourself. This guy's a bit of a bitch. Shit. Fuck. Shit, fuck. Fuck. Fortunately, you have a good voice that makes it okay for you to stream without a cam. Still, a lot of people just kind of really expect the cam to be there. 10K, yeah. Well, if you have like the character designed, then properly drawn out in the reference. Thank you. And then after that, you have to have it like put into like the animation program. Then someone has to like do all that for you. And usually you want like backgrounds as well made for the character as well, so that's more money. So usually you're looking anywhere between, for like a decent one, around at least over 5K, no less than that usually. But for like an actual quality one, you're gonna be paying around 9 to 10K. Not cheap. Well, that could have gone better. Maybe I should have used one of my... I was trying to heal, but you know, it didn't happen in time. We'll use some sleeping gas on some people. You're fine with that, Cam? I mean, you know, at some point I just want to like make the stream a bit better. So that's something to consider. It's one of those easy improvements you can do. I mean, it does increase what you can actually do with your stream as well. Only reason I prefer the streamer on cam is because seeing their reactions would be funny. I just feel that I'm not very emotive on the camera. I don't really like mug for the camera much when I have used the camera before. There was a time when I did my streams back when I kind of first started that I almost always used the camera. Or at least for like a solid year I did. And I would really just be my slack face just playing the game. Imagine my voice, but then imagine the face with it. It's like just as unemotional usually. Like, I'm not a hype person, you know. Why is my sword just going through you, not hurting you? Oh, fucking caltrops? Back here. Riveting game. You don't like? You don't like hot ninja action? For a PS1 game, this is actually pretty, you know, pretty good. You know. I mean, the running back in place. Well, I mean, he is like an archer. He needs to get distance between us. But he does have like an attack where he throws caltrops behind him, which he got me with. But hey, as a PS1, there was only so much AI you could do. Just have a face where no matter how expressive my voice is, I always seem under it. Well, that's kind of me too. I have like permanent resting bastard face. For PS1, this is, you know, this is high level shit for the PS1. There was only a few games that did it better. Oh fuck. Swim at once, huh? So let's like bring them back here. And throw some sleeping dust on them. That I didn't kill him. But usually sleeping means I can insta-kill. Gotta use that now? What, resting bastard face? I mean, it's really one word removed from resting bitch face. It's just the male version. There are plenty of people who actually watch my stream who do not know what I look like since I so rarely even use it. I like that little dance he does. Oh, shit. Shit. I was gonna use the dragon flame on him, but they knocked me out of it. Turning into like a Dark Souls level of difficulty with this level. That emote? What, baby? That's just like, that's literally like you'll Konami, well not Konami, but Death Stranding. Not that big of a deal. Who else likes a lot of like Kojimbo's trailers more than his games somewhat? Fuck me. Good thing I fell down here where I can heal. He almost killed me. His trailers for the Phantom Pain were better than the actual... Oh, definitely. No doubt there. But I would say the same... Even though I like Death Stranding, I think it had way better trailers than the game. There's a boat. You could confuse Konami and Kojima because it was the same company. Yeah, those days are over now. You know, that's been like... That was like 2015, was it? That's been like 7 years. It doesn't seem that long. Best thing about some games are the enemies. It can be. That was definitely a mark of Kojimbo's games for a while, but it seems like in recent years, he's like... Starting with like Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, I think. Well, technically, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and then 5, and then like kind of Death Stranding. He's really like cut back on the amount of like villains he puts in his games, so he's only got like 1 or 2 major ones, and they just haven't had the same charisma they used to. Something about Death Stranding never looked me in the lead up, hooked you in the lead up, doesn't it? Maybe it's because I just couldn't figure out what it was because the gameplay demo just showed Norman Reedus walking. Well, that's what got a lot of people, because they kind of just imagined it to be whatever they wanted it to be, I feel. I think most people, though, are expecting more of an action game, though. More like Metal Gear. That's why Kojima himself put a lot of jokes in the game about it being like, isn't this what you wanted? Good old-fashioned boss fight. Like, literally the fight, like, Troy Baker was just constantly mocking you that you weren't in a regular game that had regular enemies and boss fights. If you recall. I think I even mentioned that back in my video. It's like the game wants to continue reminding you you're playing a game, so you don't forget.
There they are.
Troy Baker lost his balls? What? How so?
Who's there?
Let me use this. I am now invisible. It must have been the wind. Oops, I can still fall off. Oh shit, I'm in the Predator, like I'm in the water now.
There they are.
Level's kind of a pain in the ass. Can you, like, step back for a second, my man? Thank you. For fuck's sake. Wish you could launch yourself out of a flip like a dolphin. Well, you're not a ninja, that's why. Now I get a stealth kill him. Try not to fall? Well, it's just water, thankfully. Troy Baker started shilling for NFTs and for AIs to replace voice. Really, for AIs? Well, that's one AI thing is likely just going to happen regardless of anyone shills for it. NFTs, while those are pretty cringy, don't be surprised if they still, they're not going anywhere, just so you're aware. Just because they're like low, they fell in price, they're still around. And people are still going to be buying them. But, yeah, but a lot of them, you know, it's like always shifty to like, you know, chill for them, so. Obviously he's getting paid too, which makes it even shittier. NFT market crash, yeah, but that's the thing about crypto in general. It goes through like crashes and also like growth periods. Trust me, I've been in it for a while now. I've seen many times like people said Bitcoin just crashed, it's fucking dead, and it just always eventually goes up higher than what it is. Not that I'm shilling for anybody. Don't go out and buy cryptocurrency. It's risky. But that's just the reality of it. I guarantee you, in like 2 to 4 year times, you'll be seeing more news about NFTs being at their all-time, reaching an all-new time new high. Not that I think anyone should buy them. I still think they're kind of pointless. They might have some utility someday, but the trading card stuff or whatever it is, not that great. Should be pretty easy to make a penultimate voice actor simulator by getting enough samples. I mean, if you've seen any of my AI art streams, you should have a very almost frightening level of like, you know, knowledge now of what's going to be coming down the line during this decade when it comes to AI. Like, most of us used to think that, you know, creative stuff or like stuff human, like that kind of very human stuff wouldn't be what AI tackles first. It's becoming increasingly clear that it is. Like AI, like regular artists are now starting to freak out because of AI art generators, I've seen. And, I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, if like you can easily start training voice AIs to do voice now as well. That's no big surprise. Just imagine if you're friends with Troy Baker and he starts advocating for a robot to take your job. I mean, he's advocating for robots to take his job as well, keep in mind. He's not immune to it. But more than likely, what could happen with that is that you instead of you actually going out and doing a performance, you like lease the sound of your voice to be used, actually. That might not be a bad idea, because voice acting can be rough on your vocal cords. So what if instead of going out and like spending all day recording lines for like a game you're in, you just like lease what your voice sounds like and they like put whatever they want into it. So you're still getting paid. I mean, that's one way of doing it, maybe. You know, it's hard to be stealthy in a game when you have like such short draw distances of like 20 feet. Kenobi show, James Earl Jones wasn't there? Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Who's there?
They just had an AI replicate his voice. He got paid for that though, obviously. He wasn't like not getting money for that. Didn't like Disney also like put a CG face version of like young Luke into like one of their Mandalorian show as well? So yeah, they're already like getting deep into that stuff. The future? I tell people the future is coming pretty fast these days. Wasn't that hard to tell? The AI is still not good at inflection or tone. Like, if it was speaking full-on sentences, you would start to detect it after a while, but that's the thing about AI, it gets better insanely fast. Like, look at the art generator I used just like a couple weeks ago. If you looked at art generators from a year ago, it's night and day levels of, like, improvement. Like, it's hard to believe. It looks like the kind of stuff you'd normally expect over, like, a 10-year span of improvement, but it's done in 1 year. That's how quick the AI stuff is developing.
What's that?
What do you call me? Are we advocating for Skynet? Well, you don't advocate for Skynet, it just kind of happens because you... well, it just happens. Like these natural square rock formations. Good stuff. But Mark was still there to do mocap. True. I think, but, still just how that's one idea of way technology is being used now for entertainment. Eventually, you won't even need him there for that. You'll have an AI that can, like, literally, like, simulate how you move and gesture and stuff, just by being trained of it. Or, I cut that guy's head clean off. That's so much spurt. That's the best spurt in the game so far. Thank you, my friend. In 10 years, this tech will be everywhere. Oh, it's already, like, you actually interact with AI already way more than you think you do. But yeah, it's only going to become more and more. When AI slaves, I'm not sure what you mean. If you're talking about, like, conscious thinking beings that are, like, enslaved to you, I don't know. Hopefully never. Seems like a bad road to go down there. Grab onto the edge, please? No? A lot of Twitter just bots, more than likely, yeah. Did you see Jeff Bezos bought Roomba? I heard about it. I mean... not really surprising, it's one more thing they can tie into Alexa, right? I still want to get, like, a robotic vacuum and mop myself. The one I want to get, though, costs like $1,300, though, but it's apparently like a robot and... Are you, like, a bad guy? I don't think you're a bad guy. Stay hidden, civilian. Wasn't there a guy that was deepfaking as Tom Cruise on an app? I mean, there's plenty of deepfakes out there these days. For many different reasons. The boss fight? No? There are very good ones in the $200 range. Well, like I said, the one I want is also, it's like a mop and a vacuum at the same time, and it's self-emptying and self-cleaning. So it basically you only have to all you have to do is like change the pad for the mop and like change out the water and you'll empty the dustbin on it. So it's like the robot vacuum part and the rest of it you're buying, which is like the station where it self-charges as well. Mm-hmm. Asshole. you're a troll. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop knocking me off. I literally jumped over. That was hard to kill. There's even guarding out here on a boat. There was nothing here. But this is winter. We're like diving into the cold water. Hypothermia should be setting in. Dante Evo. There was a sequel also. Morning, lads and lasses. How you doing, Dante? Astral? There are definitely astrals out there. I think they're actually even Japanese. I remember there's like trolls that like go after your asshole in those myths. Ninjas can control their body temperature, remember. Oh yeah. Keep forgetting how magical they are. Japanese believe the soul was in the anus. I wonder what that meant for society, though. When you think that's what people are. You know what? Bet that's where the soul's kept. Like, where else would it be? That animation, you like the little dance he does when he like cuts somebody's head off? Where am I? Okay, I've not been over here yet. In fact, every time you poop, you get closer to death. Now that's the scariest, like, fake fact I think I've ever heard someone utter. Imagine if that were true. Did you know that dark matter makes up 90% of all matter in the universe? So called because of it invisible to conventional forms of it? Yeah, I've heard about it before. Yeah. However, there's still some debate over, like, the very existence of it. It is true why every time you go to the bathroom, you use a little bit of your soul energy. It is technically true, that you get closer to death? Well, technically, you get closer to death every breath you take as well, so you are technically right, but let's be honest what you're talking about here. The act of pooping isn't what's getting you closer to it. Though good nightmare fiction you got going.
There they are.
Ouchie, my foot. Yeah, his animation is like sliding on one foot. Oh, fuck. Eat some fucking leaves. That was real helpful, by the way, the leaves. Everything you do is correlated with decreased lifespan, also not doing well. If you're just talking about the factor of like time progressing, yeah, true. But if you're talking about activities that decrease your lifespan, that's basically the same as, well, exercising also decreases your lifespan. Eating right also decreases your life. Like, you're saying everything does. Like, any action, like, oh, you just decrease your lifespan. Like, everything is smoking under that logic. Actually, in Buddhism in Japan, the soul is in the abdomen, which is why you cut the stomach and stuff. Oh, you know what? That makes sense now you'll mention that. Proves that the soul is in your poop. You know what? You'll have to write up an actual, like, a peer-reviewed paper on this on Irish. I think you're onto something with the science. Get it into nature, maybe. Okay, I must have missed the boss fight somewhere. No poison rice for that dude? Well, he was an innocent guy. You know, that decreases your score if you kill the innocent.
There they are.
Oops. On the topic of poop, I find it kind of insane that Bird Pool Island near the Chile is worth billions due to the oxygen content inside fecal matter. You mean like, guano? Yeah, guano islands have been like a big resource and like valuable for many years. They're not so valuable now because we have like synthetic, fertilizer. But back before we had that, they were like, people would literally go out looking for that shit. Literally, like, go out looking for shit. As in, like, literally, shit. Need to get some distance to that guy. He was, like, pressuring me. Hello, Dartigan. Hugo Stiglitz? Hey, man, how you been? That's soul cannibalism, huh? Am I the only one who thinks that the ritual to make inugami is fucked up? Inugami? Some kind of like Japanese thing, right? I'm not sure what it is, though. But what is fucked up about it? Is it similar to like in Full Metal Alchemist when that guy turned his dog and daughter into like a sorry, I brought up painful emotions for some people. Some people are traumatized over that anime in that one moment as like Vietnam vets being like seeing their friends impaled on Punjab sticks. Like, how do you dare you bring that up to me? Alright. This wasn't the boss fight area. Well, you love this chat room where else would you discuss poo matter as well as like the soul being in the anus at the same time? And then whatever else we get up to. Alright, so it must be that other big building in the north that I couldn't get into. Alright, I'm going back there. Alright. What is this? The square... That's not like how the seabed should look. Whatever, though. Cows are ultimate beings. They have infinite poop. You know, you really shouldn't have that biology degree you talk about right now. Special cotton fabric called Arjak, which is dyed with a mix of camel dung. Ugh. You know, I could easily push those open.
Let me kill the child ninja for you, my love.
The ice firefly. Oh, he got a girlfriend? A waifu, even? It amazes me that even on the PS1 textures, they managed to give this girl cleavage. Oh, why's my sword not out? Shit. Bad, 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 bad. Yo. Oh. I made the boss fall asleep. Yeah, Yuki. Oh no, obviously meant to be, you know, well, she's a human, but obviously the get-up is meant to give that impression. Those knives. Yeah, you got knives, I got leaves. What? The leaves do nothing. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. I can't believe it. I forgot to do a save state before I went in there. I gotta do this level. We'll speed through it though. Never mind. Stray going to be a sin video, or was that just for fun? I'm not making a sin video on it. Shadman. Oh.
I'm sorry it came to this. We could have been friends.
Ooh. Why'd you say it like that? Shadman is banned from Switzerland. Well, he can't go back or he will be charged with drawing lewd images of a minor. Wow. I recognize the name Shadman as something related to porn, but I didn't know he's like banned from countries. Never thought an artist could be... Well, I knew they could, but I would normally think it only in like Middle Eastern countries, to be honest with you. Alright, let's time to go to war with this bitch. We'll bring some fire to throw at her. Yes, he deals with this shit. Like a literal, more than likely a fictional character. I think he does like Rule 34 stuff. So probably just draw like some fictional character. How first world you have to be for Shadman to be a national fugitive? I mean, at least he's got an interesting tale to tell people. I'm banned. I mean, how many people do you know have actually been banned from going to a country? Legend of Inogami is accomplished like this. The head of a starved dog must be cut off. Often that was accomplished by chaining a dog up just out of reach of some food, or else burying it up to its neck so that it would go berserk out of desperate hunger and its head could be cut off at the point of the greatest desperation. Then the severed head is buried in the street. That's pretty fucked up, but more impressive than that was I read that entire paragraph and played the game and beat an enemy at the same time. I wasn't even looking at it, just like out of my peripheral vision. Spurt for me, come on. Wow, that caltrop was so painful it knocked me off the fucking thing. Oh, she stepped on one now. Oh, maybe I can get her to step on those other ones. How's it feel? And there's one more. No, you gotta grab it. You learn a lot from chat. My chat's a very interesting Wikipedia. Oh, you hit your own bomb. My god, man. That's gotta be a bear with... Oh, shit. I didn't even shit talk because I fell off the damn thing. Finished FLCL. It was pretty good. Pretty good? I mean, that's still a positive. I'll take it. But I'm glad you liked it. And you watched on my recommendation. Not good, not good, not good. Too many people. Too many people. Three. Okay, I'm getting in the water. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, I'm out. That's a little too many enemies for one dude. Most of your fans are into everything wrong with videos, so of course we like Wikipedia. You know, you make a good solid point there, actually.
Must be around here somewhere.
My only complaint was that some parts of the anime were kind of confusing. The entire anime is a bit confusing. It took me a couple of watch-throughs to really get the purpose of it all. And even then, there's still some confusion. So which part did you not get? See if I can maybe clear that for you. Fuck that dude.
There they are.
Good. And the list of things I would like to see with time travel, exploring Exploding King is pretty high up there. I want to tell you, but I'm not sure if this... It's like a 20-year-old show. At this point, it's pretty fair to mention something and not have to worry about spoilers. If people wanted to see it, they would have seen it by now. Robin Williams is a great actor. Rewatching some of his old movies, and honestly, really funny. Yeah, he doesn't have too many bad roles out there. But I'm still a bit confused on why different robots had to come out of the MC's head before it got to the Pirate King dude. Well, they're all medical mechanica robots, which are sent through like the portal in his head because they're all trying to recover. Yeah, that was one of the more harder things to understand as well. They just mean like we wanted cool robots in our anime. I think is the main reason. And that was the explanation, like, yeah, they just come up his head. When he's, like, experiencing a lot of stress, usually. Or when someone is experiencing a lot of stress. So there isn't really, like, a good solid answer I have for that one, it's just there to be cool. But there is, like, the deeper, like, there's, like, a lot of shit, like I said, there's medical mechanica stuff, who were, like, after Adamuska's power. And, they locked him up, but then they... Conti's involved? Yeah, there's still some stuff even I don't know about all of it. So, sorry, I can't help you on that one, actually. But at least it means you're paying attention, so you're just confused about some parts of it as the rest of us. Over there's the boss fight. Why did simple ninja rescues gal from Demon God become robots out of the head? Ninja rescues gal from Demon God? What? Well, we're talking about FLCL, which is an anime where that, you know, robots coming out of someone's head is a thing. And we're not actually rescuing a girl right now from evil gods. That was the first game. Alright, let me make a, you know, save state here. I think I did that right. Yeah, there we are. Berserk lore? Oh, Berserk lore. Did you ever watch Code Geass? No. That's the funky one with like a robot anime with like the guy with a bird on his eye, right?
Suzaku, I told you I'd catch you, Sparrow.
Let me kill the child ninja for you, my love.
Guys, get a girl who will kill children for you. Recent chapter of Berserk, shit's getting fucked. Yeah, I mean, I get the feeling they're moving. The pace of like the Berserk manga now is going to move very fast because they're obviously the guy they got to work on it that knows the story from his friend isn't going to want to spend the next 20 years writing it out. So I'd expect it'll probably be over in a couple of years. Shit, where you at, girl? You ruined. God, stop throwing shit. You're gonna kill me again. Fuck, you're cheesy. And not in the delicious, like, your cheese puff way. And the resurrection thing kicked in, though. God, I can't get the camera on around. Ah! Hurry! Drink your juice! God, I can't even throw my bomb at her where she gets her, like, shit off me. Yeah, luckily I made the save state. Camera's a true ball. Yeah, any PS1 game always had shit camera control. They couldn't allow for the right analog stick to actually control the camera because not everyone had a DualShock. So usually camera control was tied to whatever direction you made your character face. What's the mission here?
Suzaku,
Reach this
told
place.
You I'd catch you, Sparrow.
We're like investigating the Burning Dawn, and we came here to find out, get answers. Are there are the other seasons of FLCL any good? There's the other. I heard it. No, it's not very good to be honest. It's made by a different group of people who got the rights to it, and it's not. It's maybe adequate, but it doesn't really live up to like the original. And it gets Haruko's character really wrong. Basically, it makes her be. It's really pathetic, actually, what they do with her. They make her like in love with Animus or something like that. She was never fucking in love with Animus. She just wanted to eat him and take his power. Eat my... Wow, that was instant death for her. There's also some weird... Like, one of the main character that there's also this, like, weird, like, thing they do with her. Like, they ever wanted to be eaten by zombies or something, but it never really... Oh. Damn. It never really goes anywhere with it. It's like she has dreams of being eaten as, like, a fetish, but then she'll... You know, I thought they were gonna like do something weird with that, but no.
Love for weakness, only power. So we meet again. I am Suzaku, the Red Sparrow, one of the 4 lords of the Burning Dawn.
They look familiar to anybody.
What have you done to Tatsumaru?
There is no Tatsumaru, only Seru, the Blue Dragon. And we've done nothing to him. He chose to throw off the shackles of his old life.
You lie! Tatsumaru would never!
Believe what you will, but know this. The Tatsumaru you knew is dead.
No!
Yes. Will you join Tatsumaru and help him create a nation of ninja?
A nation of ninja?
The era of samurai lordship is over. Now dawns the age of the ninja. We will rule the world.
But countless thousands would have to die.
We live in a world at war. People...
This is turning a little bit into Metal Gear, isn't it?
But enough arguing. You will join us eventually.
Hey, hi guy, thank you for the 29 months, man.
You are just like me, a lone wolf who finds meaning only in the clash of steel on steel. Right? And besides, soon you will have nowhere else to turn.
What do you mean?
You'll find out soon enough.
Mantis guy from Metal Gear Solid would
You're not
slot in here
getting away this
perfectly.
time.
Got a point. Bird.
The ninja village? Under attack? It can't be.
Yeah, so these guys were a little bit of the inspiration for Akatsuki and Naruto as well. We got a novice. Should have mentioned before, in Romania, I mean, back in the communist days, it became illegal. Oh, okay. We could talk to... I think he read a message on the bird. Surprise Moo. I am never surprised by Moo. I am always expecting. Ishimoto's, well, not really. I mean, he did do his own thing, but these two games did inspire a lot of what Naruto would become. Like, you have basically 4 characters. You have Kakashi, Ayame, what was her name? Shit, there was a girl in Naruto, like, looked a lot like a Yame. Forget her name. Tatsumaru is basically very much like Sasuke. Then you have Onekage, who's basically, you know, Orochimaru.
Stop!
Rikimaru. You call yourself a ninja? Your crimes are unforgivable.
You must be Ricky
I have
Maru.
nice tits, I can do whatever I want.
So busy interfering
Wow,
with my
that is, you can see right through that. Wow, that armor is not hiding much, was it?
I am the savior of the ninja.
I didn't notice the lower half of the armor was also very,
What kind of a savior slaughters innocent people?
The path I take is not important. Only my success. And you are in the way of that success, little Ricky Maru. First at the mountain village, then at my secret harbor.
If you're angry with me, why
yeah,
attack
this is a
village?
very, you know, origins of
angry at
Rinder
all.
Booba.
I have mastered my passions. I can be selfless in service to my dream. No. I did
They're like
this to
killing like
touch
an
the
old
world
folks home with all these
less.
elderly people.
Oppose me and watch your loved ones suffer.
Literally, you even get upskirt penny shots with this lady. Were there any other anime that someone messed up that you're still angry about, or is just FLC? I'm not angry about it. FLCL is great. I didn't really care that it had like those shitty like shitty to average like things that came like many years later. It's like whatever.
My master, my lord, I am glad to see you both safe.
They're not so bad that they
Rikimaru,
piss me
I
off.
will
It's like whatever.
protect Lord Goda. You must save the villagers.
Yes, master.
Only the nips need protection. I mean, there's very like well, the Burning Dawn is attacking your home village. Don't cut down your fellow villagers by mistake. Show no mercy.
Damage.
You must eliminate all attackers. But give Kunoichi proper clothes challenge impossible. They gotta look sexy too. And we'll take 3 of those. You know what? We'll take some poison rice balls with us. I'm gonna find out what I forget what these fucking leaves do. I don't really want. We'll take, you know, kill darts with us. Emotional damage gets you every time. It is a sudden one, isn't it? Basically, we always make our video game girls sexy, so we get possibly nice cosplays out of it. So they're burning down the hidden village here. Shit. You stepped on your own caltrop. Stop running. You're annoying. How come there's no cow mooing cheer sound? Well, I just didn't have one. I guess I could add that in. It's not like there was an explanation, I just never... Oh, that's a lot of spurt. Must have had an artery there. Why are you running? Yes, do it with the accent too. Using that's blacked out. Also, Nursesk? Thank you for the 18 months. Do you know that something something free prime sub something 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 Twitch something something? I mean, wow, that is the most informative thing I've ever heard. Chad, did you also know that Twitch Prime something something is a something something something? Just the key words there were Twitch Prime. So if you got one of those lying about in your pocket, it's burning a hole and you just gotta spend on somebody. I have a few ideas and suggestions. But thank you, man, for the 18 months of sub. No spurt? Come on, I slit your throat. You should spurt more than that. I get really disappointed when there's no good spurt in this game of all games. Oh shit. Let's feed this guy a poison, like, you know, rice bun.
There.
There you go, eat up. He's like too interested in me, he won't eat. Right, eat it.
There.
Fuck you. Disappear into the leaves. Oh, what? Oh shit! That was, he juked me. I literally teleported behind him, and then he like threw caltrops behind him. What kind of shit was that? The man, the man beat my teleport. He beat my I did like the old no nothing personal kid thing, and he countered it. Yeah, he had a good spurt going on though. No spurt equals every woman Kiryu has been with, but he won't spend 2 seconds and... You know what? Maybe he believes in marriage first. Think of Kiryu as like a Japanese idol, you know, and he's gotta remain pure, even though he's a criminal. Ow, right in the fire. Perfect landing. We know about spurt, but what about skeet? No, spurt is supreme. There's no questioning of a spurt. You ever wonder why women live longer than men? Dante from DMC. I'm gonna stab myself with a sword. Super demon go well. I mean, in his defense, it worked. Can't argue with the results, you know. There's your rice ball. Come get it.
What could that be?
Shit.
Stay where you are.
I gave you a fucking rice ball and you didn't go for it. Did I just knock her katana, her shuriken out of the air? Fucking sick.
Your game is over.
Oh fuck, not good. I might be dead, y'all.
Stay where you are.
Can I interest you in that rice ball by your foot, medic? I'll take it back. Just don't get hit. Always good video game advice, actually. You can't go wrong with that. Hmm. Don't you love PS1 style maps, chat? They're so efficient. Look at this Tomb Raider water. I mean, technically this game does control better than Tomb Raider.
Uh-oh.
It sounded like, yo, the Pinky and the Brain guy. Or someone. Oh, come on, that was supposed to be a stealth kill. How did I get in front of you? There you go. Oddly, your friends never seem to appreciate it when I let them know that the thing they did that got them killed should be avoided. They want to win. You need better friends. That's not how a squad should be. See, the camera's on your side as well. Me playing Final Fantasy XIV dying to a tank buster because I zoned out for the 15th time. The MMOs will have that effect on you. That's why they're not good for the health. Excuse me. Oh, okay, there. You know, let's start this person with a dart. Fuck. Moving away. There weren't a giant bird mass. Technically, does this count as me killing a bird in the game? Can't wait for the farming sim in Final Fantasy 15 or 14 so I can retire from being an edgy wait, they're actually adding farming to the game. Well, it's an MMO, so they always add little side things, don't they? Is it a Tengu? I think that's what they're trying to, like, appear. It's really just, you know, a sexy lady wearing a bird mask. So more of a furry than anything else. The inner me is a crow, you know. That's who I really am on the inside. I mean, if they identify as that, I have to respect it and, like, you know, consider it, like, you know, it's, definitely was a bird kill. We're adding Island Sanctuary, which is all Harvest Moon. Being attacked. I hear spurting happening. Shit. That old man's going to town on that, the old bad guy. Give him a hand. Yeah. Can you even kill him? I don't think the NPC can kill him. Okay, old man saved, but he's like throwing up. Oh, I think he got poisoned. Well, we'll watch you until your last spurt, sir.
Wow.
I shot the old man.
What a
I did. What a mansion. I was hoping not to do that, but maybe like walking from one of my darts. Oh, we're getting a bad score for this level. Here, quick, eat the rice ball.
Come here, you. Come here, you.
One last spurt. Oh, he's all out of spurt. He spurted his last. We'll remember him though. Can't wait for Dart to stream The Legend of Dragoon. Like I said, that'll probably be next year. I've already streamed like a bunch of PS1 games this year, as well as a lot of RPGs. After I finish up Tenchu, and I'll probably be done with PS1 games for a while. Right, don't fuck with the leaves. But yeah, the next year though, I do want to do Chrono Cross and Legend of Dragoon as my two PS1 RPGs. You saw nothing. Make you spurt girl. My name's Spurt Girl. Henry Cavill arrives on Witcher 3 set with arms full of books, making writing team sweat. Wouldn't they already like have read the books, the writing team? Like the Witcher books, I'm assuming? Like, oh yeah, we already read those, Henry. We're good. Or maybe he's doing that because he knows they haven't. Like, no, you're gonna sit down and read this shit. I gotta admire, he's dedicated to making that like a good series and like something the fans would like, so that's a nice thing. You don't see that too often. So you're locking down the hot spring, huh? This should heal me, to be honest. Oh, Gerd, you're gonna spurt. It happens to the best of us. Henry famously stopped production for days to go, no, that's not the line from the books. Oh, shit. For days just to get a line rewritten? But yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I've never read the Witcher book, so he's a bigger fan than I am. I've only, like, played with the games. He's probably like having, like, inviting the author to come sleep at his house at times. Hey, why don't you have come Christmas with us? Where's my anime girl? She's out there somewhere now. Everyone has an anime girl, anime waifu waiting on them. Henry Cavill is the best boy and we love him. Yeah, it seems like he's definitely creating that image of himself. I want to be the good Hollywood star. And that's not where I go. I mean, I've been through the entire village. Typing of the dead stream? I'm not a very fast typer. I would probably fuck that game up horribly. Wait, waifu? I thought you said the mortgage over. You said mortgage? Mortgage. Well, I recommend, yes. Reject big titty anime waifus, get a mortgage, you know, some responsibility in your life. But it's, you know, some people, you know, they're not gonna listen. That looks like death. Is that death? No, it's not death. It's just, you know, small render distance. I hear that the Akira creator's new manga is launching pretty soon. I didn't hear it was launching soon, but I did know that was a thing. It's, you know, set in the world of Akira too, not right? I mean, yeah, it's like a continuation or something, isn't it? I know he's doing like a new anime as well. Disregard females, acquire currency. Well, acquire responsibilities. What about Rip Jim Tomboy waifu? Same. That's just another waifu. It's a different. It's a different type of waifu, my man. They're all waifu, right? Oh yeah, good spurt incoming. Lengthy spurt. Don't watch anime, so I wonder who my waifu is. Well, that just means you get the joy of finding out. I can't. Is my mission to kill everyone in the village? All the enemy in the village? There's nowhere to actually go, I don't think. Fuck. Oh wait, you're. Oh wait. Coming over this side, huh? It was to kill everyone. Colonel!
Master!
You killed the Colonel!
Tatsumaru, you have betrayed your clan and your family. You will die.
No more scissors. I'm hoping the Colonel had a good spurt before he died, though. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Hey, knock it off for a second, alright? Would you like a poison rice ball? Slight warning when talking to Berserk fans, we may go into a violent seething frenzy when you say Kirito from SOA is the Black Swordsman. Oh well, I get your point. I don't know what that is though. I've never watched, what is it? Sword Art Online? I know nothing about it other than like VR stuff. Wait, I barely touched him.
Tatsumaru, prepare to die.
What's wrong with you? Do it!
I can't.
And now you fully become Kakashi because you lose the eye.
Never start a fight.
Why are there so many elderly people in my village?
Boy.
You!
Seiru, we're leaving.
Yes.
You're not going anywhere.
Your anger betrays you. You cannot conquer me if you cannot conquer your feelings. You didn't kill Seiru, so I will spare you. Listen carefully, Rikimaru. A new day is dawning. Conquer your emotions, attain selflessness, and then we'll let you join us.
That is indeed Kakashi. Yeah, this game inspired a lot of characters from Naruto. Even technically, the Akatsuki, even though most of the members of the Burning Dawn don't quite match up. Booba? Yeah, you notice only the important things, don't you? Didn't he swing on the opposite side of his face? Yes, but don't pay attention to that. You know, he just somehow got the angle over there. Ugh. Ugh. It was a Winchester cut.
Rikimaru.
Master Shiunsai.
Rikimaru, you must recover the sword, Izayoi. The fate of the Azuma clan is now in your hands.
I think they're all dead, Master.
Yes, Master.
Wait. When you face Tatsumaru, you must not be ruled by vengeance or anger. You must be in a state of selflessness, or you will fail again.
Master?
I only prepared you for physical combat. You have not yet mastered warfare of the spirit. Forgive me.
Master.
You got something on your eye there, Ricky. I'd like that to be his last words. Yeah, I didn't get enough VR training.
I must return to the castle. The Burning Dawn will attack again, but they won't catch me unprepared this time.
Huh. So once I wanted a dying master, be like, nah, dude, you cool. Live your life, no obligation here. We good. I think that's happened before, though. Simimaru, Azuma Ninja Dog. He even has pet dogs, chat. Just like Akashi.
Good dog. Okay, boy. Find Tatsumaru. Find Tatsumaru.
He died away. Its head is not attached to its body. Well, you know what? It's a PS1, alright? There's a lot of things that are attached to things that they should be.
Ayame? Tatsumaru killed Master Shiunsai. I must avenge his death.
I won't let you kill Tatsumaru.
Ayame, I must. He killed the master.
No, I will kill Tatsumaru myself.
What? But... Oh, I see. You're not seeking vengeance. You act from a state of pure selflessness. Come on, Semimaru. Take us to Tatsumaru.
Yeah, that's totally the reason, bro. Yeah, oh, never mind. What? I know what he doesn't have? A right eye. Well, he's got a scar there, doesn't he? Or maybe they just forgot. I don't know. Trust me, he's definitely blind to that eye. Yeah, there's a little bit hint of a scar there. I saw a line. Did Meryl just get typecast as young and experienced? She's not young and inexperienced, though. She's got her own campaign. Go slowly the bamboo trees and make it hard to see the enemy. Follow Tatsumaru's trail into the heart of the bamboo forest. Prepare yourself for ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Like, they're all in, both Rikimaru and her inexperienced ninja in this game. They both just finished their training. Give me dart. And... one of these. Let me take blinding dot. Pocket sand with us might be good. Yeah, pocket sand. Pure-hearted, innocent sort of murder. You know what? You know, it's supposed to be like nothing personal, kid kind of murder. Oh, you're gonna spurt real good. Well, not you know, if it had cut your head off, there would have been much spurting. Can we get a pocket sand sound alert? Pocket sand? How would that would not have many uses though? I feel like every once in a while you might see that happen.
Who's there?
I can only have like 25 different sound alerts too, by the way. Remember watching Naruto and they were like doing some huge war arc and one of the adults goes with a straight face, let's send the 8-year-olds in and they'll treat it like they'll just a normal day. What? It says send the 8-year-olds in? I'm gonna assume that, I don't know, I didn't watch the anime, so I don't think that was in the manga. But they do have child soldiers. I mean, it's a shonen manga, so they have to have the kids, you know, fighting, you know, deadly shit for some reason. Well, that guy's even more bird than the last lady I killed. He's more bird than man. Now he's more dead than anything else. The 8-year-old ninja? I don't know. Maybe it worked out for them, though. Sure you are watching like an abridged version? That sounds like a line you get from an abridged moment. Fuck. Getting hit by arrows and like claws. You gotta move away from the arrow guy. Also, you know what? Pocket sand.
Come and get some.
Oh, she poisoned me. Oh shit. I'm in bad shape. I didn't bring any antidote with me. I'm dead.
Must be around here somewhere.
Fuck. Well, I brought a resurrection leaf with me, so I'm still technically good. Owl game, can you...
Be around here somewhere.
Thank you. Resurrection leaves, man, they're really nice. Apparently Ninja did just use a regular pocket sand, but it was just ground... You know, glass dust sounds a bit, you know, horrible, actually. Time your heals. It's kind of difficult because you can't really, like... If you run away to heal, you can't really look behind you to see if they're behind you or not. And it takes a while, too. Face the other way, please. At least you can pick up the unused health pot. They knock it out of your hands. Any invisible? I didn't bring any with me. No, none of those. I brought pocket sand and like my blowgun with me, along with my heals.
I know you're here.
Shit.
Who's there?
Good. A lot of alarms here.
Got him!
I thought that was in the game for a second, but also, thank you, Dr. Baby. Alright, those guys like to block a lot. Let me use my dart on him, actually. Someone else here, too. I don't see them, though. Oh, there they are. Dart again. What? What did I do?
I know you're here.
Oh, I went to check the body out. Oh shit, I wasted a dart? 2 darts even. How, I didn't... Wow. My last request with sound alerts is they played us like a damn fiddle. Maybe at some point. I don't know if I want to add that one right now. Like I said, I'm still gonna have to start getting rid of unused, like, sound alerts that don't get used very often to make room, because I can only have so many. Nano machines. Let it. That could be a good one, who knows?
Who's there?
Me, I've had a long week, Mom. It's Monday. Me, stop attacking me, Mom. Is this a quote, or is this your life? It's both. I mean, sorry you had a long week, though. I mean, technically you had a week before that Monday. There was like 7 days before it, so it still counts. There's a shrine doing here. Got a case of the Mondays. I only slept like 3 hours this morning. Assholes were launching fireworks. For what reason, though? It's not like a holiday or anything. Also, GMC gave it a sub to Pixel Drifter. Thank you, GMC. Was it like... I don't know, maybe, is that a thing they do in Chicago? Just launch fireworks? Or are you sure they weren't gunshots? Could have been the gunshots. Well, did it come with bright flashes of color in the sky? That would be the signal that, you know, was the better option. Fuck. Did he just like blow her up? Here, eat some pocket sand. Both of you eat pocket sand. Oh shit, he just fucking killed. Good job, buddy. You killed her for me. Enemies be getting tough, yo. Would you play futuristic VR Tenchu if you could feel the sword cuts? I mean, you mean by vibration? I mean, there are already... I'm pretty sure there's like games like that. But oftentimes melee isn't as satisfying in VR as you would think it would be. It can be kind of awkward sometimes too. There's a few games that do it well. Sub-Zero, I apologize for Vosh. She's an idiot. I trained her wrong. Ah, you're mix and matching your games now, huh? Well, games and movies. I wouldn't mind an actual like, Kung Pao fighting game. That'd be pretty cool. In fact, why isn't that a thing? That should definitely be a thing. You already have like the entire roster. You have like the Chosen One. You have Lei Ming. You have Wimplo. You got the Master. You got your Betty. And you got the Cow. Yeah, you already got like a pretty good roster. You got that weird guy at the beginning in like the mask that that he tries to run away. full roster right there for a pretty, you know, decent fighting game. Gotta head out. Jim, hopefully you get some sleep tonight, man. Oh shit, he's over there. Oh, for fuck's sake, they never say turn around, do they? Can you please stop blocking? Can't see! Fucking camera! I mean, like, if the VR tech were so advanced you could feel everything. Well, if VR tech was that advanced where you're doing, like, full dive stuff, then there are a whole lot more experiences I'd want to play than just ninja stuff. But ninja would be in there, I guess. I mean, you're at that point, you're like a new stage of entertainment that can't be topped. It's like a singularity event for entertainment once you get like full dive VR. Okay, I guess the ending of this place was up there in the upper left then, because I've been everywhere else. Sword noise, sword noise. Hey, that was partially the inspiration for Sekiro. You know, they want the clash and clang of swords too. Oh shit! Torture will advance incredibly. You don't really need VR to torture people. You can do that pretty effectively in real life. Where I'm going? Oh, shit. Men won't leave their houses with the advance in VR. Well, that is one prediction I've heard. Pretty sure women wouldn't either, though. Why you just you're saying it's only men? No, there'd be pretty equal, I feel. VR torture allows a person to suffer without the risk of killing them. I mean, but they're gonna know it's not real though at that point. Torture isn't really that useful either way. People don't torture to get information; they torture to like be sadistic. Like the information you give in torture is not reliable. But no scars or evidence of foul play, well... Technically, I mean, that is something I haven't thought of. I guess you get a point there. But... I'm assuming you'd need some, like, very, like, jerry-rigged together contraption. Otherwise, I'm gonna guess most of the stuff you'd buy normally wouldn't allow you to feel pain. Yeah, in fact, I'm pretty sure most VR experiences won't allow you any type of pain or unpleasantness because that'd make people not want to do them at all. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be playing video games if I actually felt the sword sliding into my guts. I don't think it'd be worth it at that point. Alright, I think we're at the end of the level. Do a stage here, though. Yeah. The government will find a way to... Well, they'd probably have their own, but usually most governments, or at least Western governments, don't want to get on the torture thing. It doesn't look that good. Supposedly, the Japanese surrendered during World War II in part because under torture, an American soldier claimed the U.S. had hundreds of nukes. I've never heard that before. Pretty sure they surrendered because they got 2 of them dropped on them. And but there was the thing, they didn't know how many nukes we had, but it's safe to assume that even if we technically didn't have any more at the time, but we would have definitely made more. And they had no other way of ending the war anyway, so there's only one way out at that point. Atom bombs, nukes, yeah, I know there's a difference, but come on, for the sake of it, we're just saying nukes. I would play games with slight pain sensations, but not realistic ones. Yeah, I don't like the idea. I mean, that was a plot point in Cyberpunk, if you remember, like the snuff VR stuff, where people would, like, pay good money to experience someone else's death. I wonder if that would actually become a thing if we had, like, full-on, you know, VR like that. Okay, boss fight? I feel like boss fight is coming up. Doggy.
Come out! Show yourself!
Your senses are sharp for a human. I am Byakko, the White Tiger.
Byakko.
One of the 4 lords of the Burning
I'm a little height challenged, apparently.
What's that? I agree. Rejoice, woman. He has taken a liking to you.
Oh,
You
what?
have the honor of being eaten by Chiru the Magnificent. As for you, unsavory man, you will have to settle for being killed by me.
Yami fights Tiger, I fight Little Guy. But who did dog? What the dog doing? So if you're playing as a Yami, you fight the Tiger here. My ass with a whip. Fuck, can't see because the fucking cat. Now my health is almost. I'm gonna have to use my pockets then. Shit. There's a reason I did a thing.
This is what happens when the mouse challenges the tiger.
He kind of looks like the Bette from Kung Pao when you look at him. Try that again. Dog was getting eaten. Ugh. I'm actually listening to this guy this time. I was kind of talking over him before.
Your senses are sharp for a human. I am Byakko, the White Tiger. One of the 4 lords of the Burning Dawn. What's that? I agree. Rejoice, woman. He has taken a liking to you. You will have the honor of being eaten by Chiru the Magnificent. As for you, unsavory man, you will have to settle for being killed by me.
How do you get a white tiger to Japan? Yeah, I've got pocket sand. Yeah, that time it went down like a bitch.
Make Chiru pick your bones clean.
I guess you weren't so ferocious after all.
That's right. Suddenly it starts talking. Right, Ricky Maru. Gotta do the Scooby voice too. Best defense is a good offense. Well, my defense there was I threw sand in his face. What happened before I died? I was doing the level, but there's a tiny man and his tiger that came after me. For a ninja dog, it won't keep quiet. Well, it's meant to track, you know. You earned that away.
So Tatsumaru's in this cave? Good boy. Now, Semimaru, you stay here.
I'm going in.
We don't deserve dogs. I've heard that before. Tatsumaru's trail leads into the Kansai Caverns. The caverns are protected by a web of booby traps. Find out what the Burning Dawn is hiding inside. Only have... What was the code to get more items? Because I only got one health kit on me. I think it was like... Nope, that wasn't it. Was whoever had the code here earlier to like increase my inventory still around? I want some more health kits. But then again, I do have like these. Actually, never mind. I don't really need them. We can just take the armor and a couple of resurrection, totems with us. Well, one. That should be enough. A bomb? We'll take bomb. That'll be good. Hold R1 square, then press right, down, left, up. Okay. Don't really want to take it with me now because I took out this stuff. Seduction by using my voice? You think I'd be good at that? How many of you want to go on a date with me right now? Is that really all it takes? You guys are easy. You know that? You're fucking easy. I'm straight, so no? Why does everyone keep bringing it up then? If it ain't good enough to make a guy want to fuck me too, then it ain't the sexy as you think. I mean, it's got that's the ultimate mark of a sexy voice, right? Like, hell, that I may be straight, but that voice be doing things to me. I mean, I'll have to disappoint you afterward because I'm straight too, but you know what? I would still flatter. You were saying you use your seductive voice as an assassin. Well, maybe. Who knows? I thought this was like... Okay, I went the wrong way. This was outdoors. Okay, but this way. Hey, GMC gave a sub to S0. I want to say the S's when I see them like that is the but S0.
There they are.
If this were a Dark Souls game, people would leave messages by that stalagmite telling you to use your, try butthole. If only I had a giant butthole.
There they are. What's the matter? There they are.
just say zero. I don't know, I like saying that's the 0. For some reason. Looks like a way I could go. It is a way, but let's go this way. Oh wow, you have to turn around. Hi, Krusty the Clown. Oh, well, that's the first time you ever used that one, I think. Hey, does anyone remember the time when Bart Simpson was like the cultural icon that everyone was memeing? Like, eat my shorts, man. That was memes in the 90s. Ay, caramba. Oh, well, that's a... Oh, sorry, I ruined your deathbed. Horsey? I didn't know... Was there some horse? Oh, that is one derp-looking horse. Kind of thick, though, isn't it? Remember those shirts where Bart looking dripped out of them? No, I actually don't. I always remember him just wearing his regular, like, character outfit. Was he, like, doing a product promotion? Say the line. Yeah, I think that was what they did after a while, because it came in as a say the line, Dart. I mean, Dart. Bart. Yeah, I was a Simpsons character, you know. An episode you don't remember seeing. This is one of the seasons you didn't watch. Hey guys, what's up? Kokoro Gospel, how you doing? We're apparently now at this point reminiscing about The Simpsons, and I'm killing fools. That's death. That's just a death trop. Death trop, not trap. Have I ever had Hooters? Have I been to Hooters? Or have I had Hooters? I'm guessing you're asking if I've been to the restaurant. I've been there once. It was kind of subpar. I mean, if you're going there for the food, I got no tight recommendations. And if you just want boobs, well, there's probably better ways. But have you ever been to Femboy Hooters? Is that a thing? I'm assuming it's probably only in Japan, if so. And no, I have not been to Femboy Hooters. Are they any good? Do they have better food at the very least than regular Hooters? Eh. Doing alright, just recovering from a workout. Hey, what'd you work out today? I did a bunch of pull-ups today for my workout. It's an easier pull-up day. Well, an easier exercise day. It's pull-ups, chin-ups, and then dips. You'll be happy to know, chat, I did 50 pull-ups today. That's my best ever so far. Not all at once, mind you, I wish, but I did them in like group sets of 10. And then followed that up with 20 chin-ups. And like 100 dips. Tomorrow, though, is bench day, and I kind of like love bench day. I don't know why. For some reason, benches just make you feel good. Gotta be careful here. 2 of them in there. weird to think about, but The Simpsons used to be super controversial. I don't know, I guess I was just too young, I never, knew any of that controversy, but I'm assuming that's, like, very early in its run. It was, like, unusual for, like, I guess there weren't too many, like, cartoons that were made for, like, that level of humor, that kind of, like, later night humor. But it's not like it's ever, like, a South Park or something. It was always pretty tame.
What's that? There they are.
In my case, I did bench press, chest press, triceps, and overhead press. Oh, nice. Yeah, tomorrow I'm doing mainly just bench presses, but I do a lot of bench presses. I basically just, like, start at the max weight, and then, like, after I do 3 sets of it, I, like, take some weight off and do 3 sets of that, and so on and so forth, until eventually I get down to almost the bar. You gonna see me here? I'm like a ninja pressed against the wall. You can't possibly see me. I don't know why I said I'm like a ninja. I am literally a ninja. Alright. Problem dealt with. A bunch of mines in this room. Gotta be careful. Oh, come on. That was not even on it. Bullshit. You're a ninja like a... Well, I was like a dragon a few days ago. Now I'm like a ninja. Around... Spurt for me. No spurt at all? The worst. Only I had a giant butthole, chat. That's the Dark Souls humor rubbing off for you. This is where I leave the message. Oh, I can knock my... Shit, I didn't know I could cut through those. I've already been that way. His spurt game was weak. Yeah, not enough spurt for me. Okay, not all of them you can cut through. No spurt, bad kill. The first show to make fun of the idea of the ideal family that was popular at the time of its release. Most shows were super focused on presenting that idea, and The Simpsons wasn't Married with Children something that happened before The Simpsons? Because I think that was like the first one to make fun of like the ideal family. Or maybe I'm wrong. I never watched that show, but I know it was like a thing.
What's that?
I got one sleeping, one patrolling. Married with Children was so good. I've only ever saw clips from it. Wasn't like, what was the name of the teenage son in it? Wasn't that the guy that went on to like do a bunch of other things? Or am I thinking of someone else? He's in a bunch of other movies or something. But yeah, what was his actor's name though? All I know is the wife in Married was just like big, permed redheads. Is that it? Played by David Foster. Okay, it wasn't who I thought it was then. Maybe it wasn't him. But like I said, I never watched it. I think I saw clips of it here and there. Naruto was when most boys discovered their love for their daughter. I mean, well, depends if they were of age or not, right? I mean, if you're like a little kid watching you, so you're like, oh, this is funny. Is this a boss fight area? I'm not sure. I'll make a, like, you know, thing. Ooh, I'm hitting the wrong button for that, actually. Whoops, glad they didn't do anything. Let's put it on number 1. Okay, there we go. Honey, did you miss me? Oh, with every bullet so far. Yeah, that's what I remember. I remember the clips usually showcasing the the humor, like wife bad, kids bad. It's like the quintessential boomer humor show now, right? Like you watch it if you want to learn about the differences in generations. Now it's like everything's instead of like wife bad, it's life bad for the Zoomer humor. Hey, Zoomers of chat, how does it feel to know you're like the new boomers, or you will be in like 40 years? That you'll be, your humor will be like, oh my god, just fucking Zoomer humor, man. Life bad, I get it, Grandpa. Get it, you didn't get to buy a car or like a house in my day. You didn't have the cyber wives either yet, man. It sucks to be you. Chad, do you want to try to predict future comedy? Because I just made one. I think it's pretty accurate. Ow! What the fuck? Holy shit, dude! You're juggling me. I'm getting ass fucked here.
There they are. What's the matter? There they are.
I need to use my own grenades here. Bombs don't do nearly as much damage as you think. I can't see the fight. I can't see the fight. I'd be so dead right now if I wasn't wearing the armor. You hate Zoomer. There's two trends of Zoomer humor. It's either like depressive, or it's like zany. It's very Dane Cookish sometimes. How random can you be? I can usually tell the age of someone how they're editing a YouTube video too. If you notice, like a lot of like Zoomer edited videos, like how many memes per minute can I put into this video? And the answer is usually like 10 per minute. It's sometimes it feels like. I only think of that one clip of Larry the Cucumber saying, "In the future, the humor will be random." Yeah, I mean that's, well, like I said, it'll be generational. Like Zoomer humor is one thing. Like what Gen A, whatever they're calling it now, will probably be a different thing. Dane basically married a Zoomer. I heard about that recently. I mean, hey, good for him. I hope they're in love. I mean, I'm glad he found someone who can tolerate his kind of... I mean, to be honest, maybe he was just born too early since he kind of invented the entire Zoomer style of comedy. Oh shit, this was where the boss fight was? Fuck. You're on the older side of Zoomer and you're uncultured, so I don't really fit anywhere. Just have all that mental illness they have.
Is that?
Made him wealthy? Well, yeah, but no one respects him.
Seiru, it's almost finished. the most powerful warship in history. Finally, my dream becomes real.
A world ruled by ninja.
Exactly.
Is it really the world or just gonna be Japan?
Forced to hide in the night like thieves.
I'm gonna say one boat ain't gonna be enough.
And how we die.
Lady Kagami!
Stop shouting! I'm talking to Sadie.
I'm sorry, Lady Kagami.
What do you want?
There is an intruder in the cave. Probably an Azuma ninja.
Great, that's all we need. Listen up. We're moving the schedule forward. Prepare to launch the ship immediately. Our first target? Goda Castle.
Yes, my lady.
Seiru, do you know why we're going to destroy Goda Castle? Our sole purpose in life has been to serve in the endless war between Toda and Goda. But now, Toda is gone. Goda is the only thing standing between us and freedom. If we are ever to cast off the chains that have shackled our spirits for generations, then Goda must be destroyed, no matter what the cost. Now come on, it's time to board the fire demon. We stand at the dawn of a new
He's like the Che Guevara of ninjas, chat. Am I a ninja? I've always been. Why do you think you don't know? You never see my face. You hear that bullshit?
I'll warn the castle. You stay with the ship.
Agreed.
Evil hot lady is making me question my morality. I mean, her idea is like noble. She just wants, you know, Shinobi to no longer just be like, hey, you know what you are? You're nothing. You're a shadow. You don't have any life. You serve your master and then you die. But she's kind of like a Metal Gear villain in that regard. She's got noble ideals. It's just her ideals like, let's rule the world instead. I mean, lady, you could just like fuck out of Japan. You'll be fine. I hear Korea's nice. You got them titties. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna be a revolutionary, you kind of gotta be hot. It worked for Che. Technically Stalin too. He was like a looker for a guy, right? GMC give it a sub to guy with the 3 eyes. Hey, thank you, GMC. I think we're on the last level of Ricky Maru's run. Glad chat has, you know, enjoyed the stream tonight. I got worried last night. Stalin was ugly. Well, once he became a leader, he was. If you look at like the younger photos of him, the dude was definitely had some style.
After running day and night, Rikimaru reaches Goda Castle before the fire demon. Lord Goda calls an emergency meeting of the nobles of the House of Goda.
Imagine how much murdering people and eating like a king. Also, being leader of a country tends to age you because of all the stress. And also, he did have to like go through World War II and World War I, didn't he? Doesn't Korea hate Japan? There's definitely some animosity due to history, but I don't know if it's the same thing as hate.
We need to find a way to stop the Burning Dawn and their giant warship.
Our troops cannot fight it from land.
What's next game on stream? I don't know.
Send our fleet. Our boats are too small. They'll be blown to bits long before they get
Maybe
near
Cult to the Lamb game.
We have already lost before the battle has even begun. Have you forgotten that you are warriors?
They're here.
Korea hates Japan? Like I said, I know they hate, like, they definitely have animosity over, like, World War II atrocities. That's like saying everyone hates Germany because of World War II or something. They definitely, like, get pissed off at them, like, having the Yakashuni Shrine or something like that. Okay, that's their big, like, world-conquering warship, by the way. This is the Metal Gear. They still dislike the Japanese. Okay, I'll take your word on it, but I think there's probably more to it than just like, no, there's blanket hatred.
I will lead the assault on the enemy vessel myself. Prepare my ship.
Lord Goda, I'm going to board the enemy ship. I'll come
No,
back
this is
and
well
cut
after
his head.
1592 because they do have rifles and like pistols and stuff. This is like in the 1700s, I think.
Take care of yourself, Rikimaru. You're too valuable to lose. I'll see you when it's all over.
Yes, my lord.
Pretty mad during some One Piece art exhibit in Japan because of the artwork. Yeah, anytime there's anything related to World War II and Japan isn't like, yo, humble about it, then yeah, they get riled up. Everyone does. Don't attack Goda's men. They will be in blue. The old enemy awaits you on the second large ship. Destroy the burning... But yeah, I'm not denying, definitely there's both China and Korea, and I'm not sure if Indonesia or like the Philippines do, or maybe they do, I don't know. Definitely whenever there's like something revolving around, say, the Yakakuni Shrine or some other stuff, they definitely like, hey, let's, file a complaint and like, do some protests. But definitely it's but I don't think it's like blanket hell. I don't think you like if you ask the average Korean guy, well, South Korean anyways, you're like, no, I fucking hate the Japanese because they actually do work together on a lot of stuff. And like enjoy a lot of each other's entertainment and vacation in each other's countries. Alright, so final boss preparation time. So we'll take one of these, one of these, one of these, and a couple of these. That's all we need. I think Mao has killed more Chinese than Japan did. More than likely, yeah. It's like 50 million or so, right? Actually, instead of this, that's probably what. Yeah, I think that's way too many health kits. Take 5 kill darts with this instead. There's only 17% South Korea and 20% Japan like each other. What's the rate of people who are indifferent then? From what I remember, a lot of Koreans are still mad that Japan hasn't apologized for the stuff they did during World War II. Yeah, that's what I know about it as well. But mainly you only ever hear about it, like, whenever there's, like, a prime minister visiting, like, the shrine or something. I'm pretty sure, like, I did hear that most people in, like, China, as well as probably Korea, were somewhat happy when Abe was assassinated, because Abe was someone who, like, I think it visited that shrine pretty often or something. Let's make a slot there. Alright, good. Doesn't the antagonism go back further in World War II? There's definitely history there, but most of it does stem from World War II, since that's more modern. There's, like, people still alive that suffered from it, though it's beginning to run out of those. Abe was very anti-China. Well, a lot of people are becoming anti-China, but he also, just because, like I said, the biggest thing when it comes to Japanese, Asian relations is usually their war dead shrine, because a lot of, like, World War II technical war criminals were, like, entombed there. And so it's kind of seen as honoring, like, a bunch of war criminals whenever someone visits it. So you might be wondering, how are we gonna, like, get on board of a ship and they just, like, there's, like, a bunch of boats we jump to. Almost every Japanese prime minister visited that shrine, and the problem is that it housed well, yeah, pretty much some pretty horrible people. Yeah, the blue guys are my friends, right? Yeah, you're my friend. We don't have to worry about you. You're on, like, a boat over there. We'll go right up this way. Oh, maybe we do, because I don't think the hook works here. Oh shit, yeah, I forget fighting here is a bit of a pain in the ass because these tiny boats, which you can be knocked off, but they usually don't get knocked off of. Look, seems inconsistent. It's usually only on certain things. Or if you're like a certain, yeah. You know it works. It's just the railings it didn't work on.
There they are.
Oh shit, what the fuck's going on behind me? Oh, this guy was shooting fire arrows at me, that's what it was. They have really tiny bows if you notice the size of them. Let's see, the Japanese invasions of Korea in 1592 and 1598 or engine wars involved two separate yet linked invasions. An initial invasion, a brief truce in 1596 and a second invasion conflicted in 1951 and withdrawal of Japanese forces from the Korean after military start. Wasn't there like a massive like naval victory for Korea during all that? I remember reading about it at one point. Like there was like a Korean navy that was massively outnumbered, like somehow managed to beat them. 10 already? It's 11:14 a.m. I mean p.m. for me. That one here. Dartigan, everyone, have a great, hey, Carbone, you have a great night, man. Thanks for being here. My dudes. Go this way. Thankfully, we're almost done. We just gotta reach the big boat. God, this game needed more music. It really did. It suffers without it. Want to, but my body says no. It wants you to stay awake and continue watching me? Amazing. You should listen. Your body is wise. Let's see, which way am I going? God damn the PlayStation 1 and its shitty render distance. It'd be faster if I just swam, I think. Actually been awake for 18 hours. Okay, maybe you should go to bed. That ain't healthy, man. Unless you've had good reason to. PS1 graphics are wild at how far technology has come over the past couple decades. I mean, true, but, I mean, if you really want to impress yourself even more, you can go look at the Atari Jaguar, which was some of the earlier, really shitty 3D. Well, wait, was Atari Jaguar 3D? I never played one, but I thought it was 3D. Maybe it wasn't. But, yeah, you had, like, Sega Saturn was a bit earlier than, no, wait, yeah, Sega Saturn was before the PS1, right? Have you ever been awake for 2 days? It's terrible. I've been awake for 24 hours. I've never really gone much more than that. Even just the past few years I've seen... Yeah, actually the past few years have been crazy with a lot of graphics advances. I'm hoping to get like a new... Now the GPU prices are starting to come down, I'm hoping to finally replace my 1080. But yeah, I think by the end of this decade, actually, by 2030, we'll have kind of peaked with graphics and that we're basically there at the point where it's like almost indistinguishable from like real life. Like at that point, we'll be focusing on other parts of the technology. Never played anything on Jaguar or Saturn. I haven't either. I never owned one, but I've played a Saturn. One of my friends had one, and I played like the Panzer Dragoon game on it, and I remember that looking somewhat actually better than a lot of PS1 games. But that might be just because of art style choice. Past 24 hours, your cognitive functions start shutting down. I mean, you're definitely not, at your top of your game after 24 hours of being awake. But, I've only, like, stayed awake all night, like, a few times in my life, actually. I kind of, like, don't like missing sleep, since I know it's not good for me. And also, I like sleeping. Like, why would I? If I don't have to, why should I? And this level would have been a pain in the ass if you had to actually, like, if it was a game where you couldn't swim. I don't know why they put Lord Goda's men in this level. They don't do anything but, like, stand there. Like, they don't help you in the fight or anything. Saturn did 2D games better than PS1. I heard that actually that was originally going to be a 2D thing, but, like, the best, like, kind of like equivalent to their 2D arcade machines, which were kick-ass. But then they found out, like, with the PS1 N64 were going 3D, so they had to, like, jerry-rig it to do 3D as well. But it wasn't that great at doing 3D or something. So it always struggled a bit. It was difficult to program for it. Shame, I always wanted to own a Dreamcast, though. I remember, like, mainly because of, like I said, I was really hyped for the Shenmue game I kept reading about, so I wanted a Dreamcast just to play that. But I never got one, and never got to play Shenmue, but apparently I wasn't really missing out on anything. Maybe cut content. Well, the PS1 is kind of difficult to make enemies fight each other, like AI fight each other and have it be satisfying. PS1 and 2 and also 3 were a pain early on. Like, PlayStation 3 was... There's a reason why Xbox 360 the Xbox 360 was favored by developers and usually was like the console they targeted to make a game for. And then they ported to PS3. It's just way easier to make games on it. That whole cell processor stuff really fucked Sony over a little bit. Still have a Dreamcast in house. I should, like, buy up a Dreamcast to use at some point. Ow. I ducked underwater at the right time there. Oh, fuck, I didn't know they could shoot me underwater with a fucking arrow. Shit.
There they are.
The only game you played on Dreamcast was Sonic. That was like the Sonic Adventure games, right? Never played those, but I've seen them and they don't look that great.
There they are.
Oh fuck, I think I got a hit. Shit. What am I doing? I don't need to find them. Just leave them over there in their boat. Sonic goes Super Saiyan. He's been doing that for a while, actually. Game Gear or Nomad. What, those are the game system, handheld gaming systems that maybe give you 10 minutes of battery life. I think we wrecked the main, well, not the big boat, but like the boat out here we need to get to. Let's make our okay. How do we get on board you? What games are you looking forward to next year? Final Fantasy VII Remake, hopefully, but if not that, Final Fantasy 16. The Hogwarts game? Yeah, then that, and then the Resident Evil 4 remake right now. That feels like a good list for the time being. And a street melt? Hey, no street, have a good night, man. I think we're at boss fight. Maybe not, that doesn't look like a boss fight to me. Oh, it is boss. Okay, never mind, it is boss fight. He's just standing there, watching.
Intoxicating, isn't it?
What?
The copper smell of blood, the screams of dying men, that final, brilliant flash as you die. Only servants of darkness can appreciate these. I shall deliver you from your darkness into that pure light.
Not if I enlighten you first.
Rikimaru is so bad at like comebacks, isn't he? Fucking creepy. You think this guy is creepy? He's going for it. He's got too much edge though. Like, I love blood and darkness and death. I hate my mother. Ow, I'm standing on a fucking... Fuck, I knew that was gonna happen. How is this his girl supposed to be into this homicidal maniac? Maybe she likes death and darkness too, right? Some girls like a bad guy. Or maybe in private moments he was sweet and receptive. Onikage before Onikage seems legit. Your guitar riffs end here.
You lose. Because the more enemies you get revenge on, the angrier and nastier you'll become. Until you become as vicious and selfish as me.
He had a good spurt, though, before he died.
I no longer seek vengeance. I merely serve a worthy master. I fight because I must.
Using a Chinese longsword? Yeah, I think he is. Literally said you mad. I lost, but I still won. You know, he's a shit poster to the end. Final level though, chat. We're at the final, well, of one playthrough. We still got playthrough as Yame and Tatsumura, who have their own unique levels and bosses, actually. Alright. Let's make a new... Technically, this is like the 2 levels in one, so you didn't get to choose your equipment again before you came in, if you noticed. Right, so... Big warship. This is basically the arsenal gear of the Tenchu universe. You just fall off there. One of the last words. Ship posters usually always want the last word. How'd you know I was here? Wish there was like light and heavy attacks in the game. You only have the one combo, and then you have like a stab move, and then a backward stab move. And a jump attack. But needed a few more combat options. Hey, Puff, you have a good night too. Thanks for being here for so long. That spurt was for you. Now we've cleared out this section. Not sure if I have to kill everyone on board or not. Bloodshed. No, we call that spurt. I'll demonstrate. You only get the best spurts, though, if you actually cut off their head. Subpar spurts, otherwise. Where am I headed? Up? I'm headed up, right? Yeah, we're headed up. But blood for the blood guy? Yeah, I'll accept that. That intently is a spurt. But can you meet me halfway and make it spurt for the spurt god? They aren't even firing the gun? Well, they are under attack right now, so maybe they ran out of ammo? I don't know, I don't think if a ship like this is actually that great for the combat role of taking over the world like they wanted to. I mean, they put stone on the fucking thing. What is that even here for? But also, it's a PS1. They couldn't render anything more than 15 feet away from you. So just having like the gun firing somewhere, yeah, that'd slow the game down to 5 frames per second. They also, this is like a castle, it's also a boat too, if you noticed. And this one ship that doesn't even look like it would survive even a single storm, gonna take over the world. Their ambitions are a little high. I think like the British Navy would make pretty quick work of it. Spurt for the Spurt God confuses people as it could be corn or Slaanesh. So that's good, you know, if you keep them guessing, they'll be that more devoted. I think. Not really sure how this religion stuff works. So why did they make a giant stone pavilion in the middle of their warship? I've been here. Yeah, killed a bunch of people over there. I'm late as fudge. What happened? We're about to finish Ricky Maru's playthrough of this game. We're about to kill the big boob ninja lady. However, we still have 2 more playthroughs to go through as the Tatsumaru and Ayame. You missed everything? That's alright. It's all just mainly what you're seeing here, but with like different levels. Hey, the VODs are always there too, you know. Never feel bad about missing a stream, you know? It's not worth it. You got too much stress in your life. Like, you distress yourself over the minorest of things. No one's gonna hold it against you. Bird guy over there. I wonder if he thinks he's hiding that sword behind his back when he moves around like this. Like, they don't know I'm an attacker like this, do they? They can't see my sword, I might be a janitor or something. Why did I attack her? I'm gonna have a lady come up behind me now. Or maybe not. Apparently your lady friend doesn't give a damn about you, lady. You ever play Cult of the Lamb? I've got some good Twitch integrations. Yeah, I heard the game had Twitch integration, so I think I'm playing it. What do you mean? Yeah, I think it's got like, yeah, so that I definitely might be playing that tomorrow, actually. Now, I was planning to maybe play it tonight, but I forgot to buy it. So, and since I'm finishing Ricky Maru's playthrough tonight, I might take a break before I get to the others and play something else. I'm not sure if I'd finish Cult of the Lamb, though. It feels like one of those games I do like a stream or 2 on enough, and then be done. Later, hey, Fresh. Have a good night, man. Chat can join the cult, and we can vote to help or hinder you. We can use Twitch points to give you bonuses. I see. That's pretty good integrations then. Kind of wonder what direction chat would go in. Oh, here's the gun, by the way. That's a pretty big caliber for a, you know, a ship, and I'm guessing you the 16 or 1700s. Also not really art. It's also not pointed at the castle, I see. It's pointed out to nothing. There is 2 Devolver games you could send, the Talos Principle or Weird... Isn't Talos Principle just like a puzzle game? Weird West, that's the isometric cowboy game, right? Like I said, I don't know if I'd send those or not. Oh, okay, these are... okay, these are like World War II battleship guns that are on this thing now. Who did they get to design this for them? They're just fucking ninjas. They like leapfrogged everyone else's like ship technology. Up there. I like this ladder, by the way, where it goes on a loop up the side of it. Cinnable and hard. Cinnability is hard, yes and yes. Oticon? A runway? Okay, that's the head of the ship. Never mind. Okay, let's not jump to our death, not when we're close. I think I have to kill everyone on board before the final boss starts, maybe. Okay. But, yeah, like I said, I don't think I'd be sitting those 2 games you mentioned. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll stream them once. Well, usually I decide once I stream a game, more than anything else. Just gotta get over there. Get fucked. Oh, she spurted all the way down. Excellent. Oh, fuck. How neither of us hit each other during all that? I don't know. Okay. He appears to have spurted down there as well. Good afternoon, hookers. Well, you seem to have misunderstood what this stream's about. Hello, fellow hookers. How do you do this fine night? You live in Japan, so that's how you get a saint. You greet people like, hello, hookers. You're an American hooker? Really? That's interesting. I didn't know that's what you did. How'd that happen? That seems like... Don't take it the wrong way, that seems like an interesting story. You call everyone... Okay, you're not an actual hooker then. I was gonna ask for like, hey, how'd that happen? You work in IT? A little bit better probably pay than a hooker. Only if you're bad at being a hooker. If you're like the top girl in a place, maybe. Or you're one of those like Instagirl e-hookers who like get paid by big money to be flown out somewhere. Alright, who do I got left to kill in this fucking boat? Your job flew me out here so I could translate code for a Japanese market. Oh, so it's like a temporary job at the moment. I'm guessing you, like, isn't like, Japan closed to all foreigners right now due to COVID? You've been there for a while, I take it. 6 years later, I'm still, oh, so you decided to, like, live there then. Oh, boss time, shit. Here we are, chat. Final boss for, like, the first playthrough. For one character.
Ayame.
Killed Tatsumaru. Oh, you're about to get married? Congrats. Where'd you get that sword? Like, that was Tatsumaru's sword. The one that was given to him by Master. No, that's supposed to look like a classical costume and, like, dance, but she looks like a Silent Hill enemy when she's rendered in a PS1 like this.
So, Seiru is dead. Or else you never could have gotten this far. Rikimaru, will you really put an end to my beautiful dream?
And these tits?
You killed the beauty of your dream with the ugliness of your methods.
Even to the end, he's still terrible at comebacks. His father thought you were going to be taller? What, because the white thing? Gaijin's always so tall. He's using a fan, by the way. She's got a lot of health. Oops. I think she pulls out the sword in halfway through. Clock in the modest 5 feet 1 inch. That's pretty normal height. I think I'd be able to pull out both swords and go dual wielding on her ass. She's a katana. Well, she uses her sword, I think, halfway through it at some point. Oh, nice sidestep. Here we go. Sword time. Like a Dark Souls boss, chat. Not really. But you see that, yes, yeah, well, you can see maybe why From Software decided to buy this series. Which do you think has more polygons, chat? Her face or her chest? And do nothing. Well, it was inspired Sekiro, and they did make, technically they made a bunch of Tenchu games before that. They just weren't really that great. Weren't a dollar. I think this probably costs more than that, but you know, it protects what's important. They brought the soundtrack back for this fight. You remember this boss fight in the first game? The boss music anyways? Throwing bombs. Good.
You think you have destroyed my dream by killing me. But my dream lives. You cannot stop it from coming true because we will pay any price for freedom. Freedom. But you, only a fool, follows the rules without questioning them. And fools can never stop us.
I'll happily suffer the title of fool if it means I can save even one life from your blood-drenched dream. Farewell, Kagami.
Ha! Who needs democracy and freedom?
Rikimaru, everything
I
taken
prefer
care of?
feudalism.
Yes, sir.
But where is Ayame?
She wasn't on the boat.
Archers, prepare flaming arrows!
So, the greatest warship ever made can be destroyed that easily too, by the way. Just shoot some flaming arrows, that's fine. Well, that's one ending. You know, 3 different endings, chat. What happened to Ayame, you find out in her playthrough.
Ayame, you made it.
I'm going to become strong, so no one can ever take away anything I care for.
I understand.
What will you do now?
I wish only to serve Lord Goda.
That looks like a big dream, it's not Rikimaru.
Good. I'm going with you to Goda Castle.
I'm glad.
I have someone there worth dying for, and worth living for.
Anime as fuck, boy. Anime as fuck. Got a bird flying away, the sun, bright, and all that good stuff. All the stuff you love about a proper, generic anime ending. But yeah, 2 more endings to go. One for Ayame, and then finally, Tatsumaru. You'll find out the true story. So, but I'll probably be playing something else next. We'll come back to more playthroughs of this as we go. Also, GMC get a sub to Elder. Thank you, GMC. Lord Goda, yeah, still my favorite line of this series. Lord Goda is waiting for you. Come. So, I'll finish that just in time, too. Let's let the credits roll, though. I don't think there's a scene after the credits. Not until, like, you get through all 3 endings, though. Once you get through Tetsumaru's, I think there's something after the credits. Probably won't be a 24-month wait, no. Not for me to play through them again. DMC's gifted sub count, 900. Getting close to the 1,000 mark. Thought militarianism killed most of the Japanese royal descendants. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Like, there's a big switch over from, like, the samurai came to an end around the end of the 1800s. So that ended a lot of those, that level of importance. Like, all the samurai kind of, like, lost their positions and titles. But there's still other, and they kind of, like, switched over to, like, well, they did go to militarism route, though, but kind of complicated. EMP Underground Band? What? That's a cool band name, actually. Fortunately, though, this game did not... I do, even though I like this game a lot, unlike the first game, it didn't have that killer-ass soundtrack backing every level. And I kind of makes the levels not as fun, even though they're bigger, because you don't have the music to go with it. What's goody? I just, beat the first part of this game. That's what's goody. How you doing, Best Spaghetti? Next game, fix that. I never played the third game, but that's what I'm getting to eventually. So, kind of looking forward to that one. Dart final ruling on this game? I mean, I still like it. I mean, it's, a little age. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely plays like a PS1 game. Bad camera and everything else included. But you know what? Still has a nice, for a PS1 game, still pretty good. What's up, dude? Yeah. Just been an eventful day. What'd you guys think of my first playthrough? We got 2 more to go, though, so don't think it's over, but not doing them tonight, obviously. But you guys like the Tenchu games? You like learning about gaming history, sometimes. But you know what? Sometimes, Dartigan, I like seeing old, crusty video games. Show us more. Fortunately, I'm not really like an old... there's not a lot of old games I'd ever want to stream, because I didn't get to play a lot of games until, like, the PS2. Did you see the leaked concept art for Odin? You mean the fat looking Odin from, like, a year ago? Yeah, I saw that back when it was, people were talking about it. Oh, you did great. The secret of the ooze should have chose me. Being a Ninja Turtle was a childhood dream, Just the idea of being to live in a sewer and eat pizza all the time. Be covered in, like, shit particles and all that stuff. Have you thought about playing the mortuary assistant? I might give it a look at some point. It seems like it's halfway alright. Thor is the fat one. I know, that's what I was said. But I like the design, actually. It looked pretty good. Some people are, like, I guess upset, but he looked like he's like a powerlifter more than fat, actually. So, chat. We're done with Tenchu 2 for the time being. I still gotta play through it with 2 other characters to get the full story, so we'll do that another time. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm gonna play something else, though. So I might take a break from this game and come back to it. Hopefully you don't mind. I'm sure you won't. Just means you get newer games in the meantime. But that's it for tonight. It's actually just about midnight. You know me, I gotta end my streams before that, before my internet decides to kill it for me. But my mouth is full of spit and I have nothing to drink, and that's also a good sign to end the stream. But you've all been wonderful tonight. Thank you for joining me. If you want to hit the follow button up there if you're new, I recommend doing that. You can also join my Discord, type in the Discord code into chat, or you can scroll down, click on the Discord banner. Either one works fine. But thank you for being here and being chill. Thank you for any bits, subs, or gift subs as well. Good night, hookers, too. All the hookers of chat, good night to you. As well. And also the mods, thank you for doing a great job as always. So, I will be streaming again tomorrow. If you want to stop by and say hello, I'd love to have you. We'll probably be playing Cult of the Lamb, just to give you a heads up. Alright, chat. All out of juice, all out of spurt for the night. We'll have fresh supplies of spurt in a few days when we play more of this game. So I recommend you top off as well. And I'll see you then for more. Alright, but yeah, I'll also see you tomorrow as well. Anyways, goodbye and good night. Peace.